Hello, 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 hello. Can everybody hear me? Are the streams up? Is everything going? Hopefully everything's good. I just need to put a couple more messages for go live, and then we are all set to go. There we go. At here, we are live. And then a link to the stream. There we go. Right. This will give time for the bit that YouTube cuts out to appear. Let's see. Something like that. Go into here, grab the links. Copy link location, and there we go. Right. Yes, we are live with Democracy 4. We are going to be fixing the USA today, and let's jump into it. It's been a while since I last played, and there's a bunch more places, actually. Last time I played, it just had UK and US. Now it has, Germany, it's France, it's Canada, it's Australia. We're playing as the US, because, well, it seems about the right time to play as the US. Oh, I see you in chat there, Xander. Hello. How are you doing today? Right, we'll click play. And I think we'll leave most things the same, although we might try and name these correctly. Okay, never mind. Wait, do we have, like, Democrats and Republicans, or are they just... Oh, we do have the Democrat Party and the Republican Party. What do we want to be? Chat? Anybody want to be one or the other? Do we want to be Democrats or Republicans? Really doesn't make any difference. Hello, Scott. Yes, we are making America great again. You know what we might be? We'll be, we'll be the Democrats for just now. Why not? Don't pick the bad guys. Tart Fury, that is a trap. That is an absolute trap there. But it's nice to see you. Right, Republican Party. Oh, wait. What's this? Oh, there's 3 parties? I'm sorry. This isn't set up for America. No. This isn't set... You know what? If it has them, why don't we be... We're going to be a new party. We're going to be the anti-corruption movement. And then the other 2 are going to be the Democrats and the Republicans. There we go. I've solved the problem. Although 3 parties isn't ticked, so... That's fine. Yeah, the rest of this seems fine. Let's just click play. Can I select the SMP? I don't believe I can select the SMP because they are, like that would mean we'd have to have Scotland in there specifically. Well, I mean you could select whoever you like, but yeah. I'm just gonna click play so we're in here. Can I be a communist? I can be. Am I going to be? I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Just checking something about the delay. Delay on YouTube should be correct. Fantastic. First time for everything. Right. Welcome to your new job as president. The lives of all 328 million citizens are now in your hands. Well, we'll see how that goes. We face re-election in 4 years. Let's start. So, what's the problem with America? Well, we have a few of them. We have antisocial behavior. We have respiratory disease. You see, I'll get there eventually and not just stumble over words because it's the first day I'm recording today. Obesity. And then we have a doctor strike. We have pollution. We have environmental protests. We have a gig economy. Oh dear. And an uncompetitive economy. So not only is our economy bad for the environment, it's uncompetitive. Well, that's just not on. What else do we have? We have gridlock. There's too many cars. Okay. So I'm seeing an immediate thing that we might want to do. Immediately, what we might want to do is we might want to try fixing the car issue. Because I'm fairly certain that traffic congestion, if we have a look at it, yeah, that increases CO2 emissions, which then increases average temperature, which is probably not very good. Oregon decriminalized possession of all drugs under a gram this year. It's now a misdemeanor with a fine. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, so so if you only have an amount for a single person, it's not a felony. So it's a, that sounds reasonable. Yeah, because if you've only got enough for one person, you're probably not dealing it to anyone else, which is really the problem, is with those drugs. It's not the people who are having them, it's the people who are supplying them, generally. The people who are having them tend not to be, tend not to be making tend to either be addicted or something, or there's some other problem underlying. It's not tends not to be specifically on them. So I like that. Cool. Right. What are we dealing with first? So I think we deal with cars. Anyone got any other suggestions? I think cars seem like a great way to fix some of our issues. If we get rid of the car issue, this fixes obesity. Like, if we get more people walking to school and things, that will fix the obesity. That will also fix the respiratory disease. Again, first thing I'm doing today, so my stumbling over words is going to happen there. And then that will hopefully fix our environmental problems. And that's it. That's the only problem with America. We're going to fix it. So, cars. Let's go and have a look at cars. So which one of these is policies again? They have changed. What's iron? Icon control. I thought it said iron control, and I'm like, what? Doesn't make any sense. I think this is policy. Oh, that's electioneering. Yeah, we don't want to worry about that. Financial data. There's policies. So let's see what we got. Actually, what leads to what leads to a lot of traffic congestion right now? Car usage. Yeah, okay. Definitely leads to it. The fact that no roads are, you can confirm no other problems at all. Exactly. Yeah, the fact that there are no roads or, and the fact that, what's up with the geography? What's that meaning? It just means the geography isn't good for cars at all. Democracy, one thing, in Democracy 3, the one thing Americans hated the most was the bike paths. That sounds absolutely correct. Also, you tended to get assassinated more in that one, at least as far as I'm aware. Yeah, assassinations tended to happen quite a lot to me. Sorry, I just need to place this somewhere else as well. That's fine. Right, back into the game. We're good to go now. Right. Cap and trade to lower pollution, but lower capital gains tax to not anger wealthy and capitalist. Okay, we could try that. I still like the car idea. I just want to see what our options are for that. So where are we anyway with this? So, transport. It's hilarious that one streamer turned the US into a socialist paradise, but still couldn't make bike paths. yeah, that's one step too far. They might help with congestion, definitely. Do we have any bike paths? So bike paths don't appear to be anything that we can actually unlock in this one. We could do a cycling campaign, no? That's a very cheap thing. I mean, how much is our deficit right now? Is 21 billion? Okay, so that's also a problem. But yeah, if we were to spend all of our money on this, we're only, like, at most spending less than $1 billion. So that's not really going to work. That's not going to be, that's not going to affect our deficit that much. Okay, that's not going to be a worry. Bikes aren't powered by clean coal. Yeah. You may have your car idea, but is it cars too? That'd be horrible. Making environment policies that affect cars lowers car usage and helps environment too, like clean fuel subsidy and electric car initiative. That's an idea. Yeah, the deficit is really a problem. It's too big to fail. Yeah. Let's see, how much is this? So this costs 4 billion. That's a huge cut into the thing. What was the other one? It was clean fuel so that's clean fuel subsidy and then electric car initiative. So this is, oh my lord, that's expensive. No, we can't have any of this. This is way too expensive for us here. Or isn't really a problem. Oh, okay. I think clean fuel sounds reasonable. I think that this is maybe something that we can go into. Let's maybe not go in all the way right now. I do like that in this game that you've got different levels of political capital. Like if we want to make it just as a base one, it's cost 2. But if we go if we only want to do a small one, it actually costs more. Yeah, I kind of like that you can change how much you want it to cost as well. I think we're just going to go, how long does it take to implement? 1 delay. Okay, that's fine. So it'll implement pretty much immediately, which is good. I think I'm going to go for the top end of medium. Yeah, I'm going to go for the top end of medium. Or sorry, the bottom end of medium. Yeah, let's just go for a little bit of apply there. Cool. That actually cost a lot of capital. Okay, and then the other one that I want to do is I want to get some cycling going. So I am going to go for a cycling campaign. I'm just going to suggest that everyone should cycle. Let's go. Electric cars won't solve congestion. That is a very good point. That is, I did kind of forget that was part of our issue, is not just that cars are bad, but cars are congesting. Okay, well, we're out of political capital right now. So I think we're just going to end, and then we can actually start looking into the graphs and seeing how things are happening. To get a huge available income of the USA, you can lower the military spending and pensions. Oh, we'll get into that in a second. Okay, public smoking ban. Alright, chat, you can make the decision here. Should we, A, ban public smoking, or B, leave the law unchanged? There are a number of suspected links between smoking and poor health. Pressure groups have called for a ban on all smoking in public as an encouragement to smokers to give up. So, A, this is a major step towards cutting the number of people in this country who die from smoking-related illness. It is the duty of the state to pass laws like this in the interests of people's health. Or, leave the law unchanged. It's not the job of the state to tell people how to live their lives. I thought this was America. Oh, ban? Okay, ban. Okay, got it. Yep, it's banned. Environmentalists thought it was great. Liberals, they hated it. Screw liberals, we don't need any of those. Tobacco usage is down now. That's good. And now we have a potentially bad problem with alcohol abuse. Well, that's something that we can look at in the future. Right, let's have a look at our... Wait, our deficit just dropped 9 billion. Where did that 9 billion go? What happened? Oh, the global economy is good. Oh, well, that's good. There's nothing bad going to happen to the world in the next couple of years that's going to cause any problems. Yeah, people should have the right to suicide in private. Yeah, okay. But yeah, our deficit problem got fixed because the world is better. Problem solved. Now have a look at our income. So our income is pretty much entirely income tax, which makes sense. Then payroll tax. So we get income, payroll, corporation, and then all of these don't matter. Like, pretty much everything in this slice means absolutely nothing to our deficit. Everything out here, this is something we can work with. Expenditure. Let's see. So we spend a ton on military, state schools, which I think is worth it. State pensions, I also feel is not a wasted amount of money. Debt interest. Now, our debt interest is not as high as I've seen it last time. I think when I was playing as the UK, the debt interest was a much higher percentage of our overall spending. So if we can keep that lower, I mean, it's also 105 billion, which is quite expensive. But if we can get that to go lower, that would be good. Or at least stay where it is. Child benefits, I think, is good as well. We can maybe cut on road building. If we lower congestion, road building won't be as big a thing. So that sounds good. Space program still seems worth it. Health tax credits. Yeah, the state health stuff seems fine. When I was playing as the UK as well, state health service was like over here and up here. It was almost, actually I think it was the top of the list of expensive things. So that's good on this one that that's not an issue for us right now. Okay, so military spending is the one I'd like to cut the most, but it's a difficult one to cut because people tend to get pretty ornery about it. So let's have a look at military spending and just see what we've got going on here. So you see, first things first, if I want to lower it, it goes 6, 11, 22. There's a ton of political capital needed to get rid of this. Like, if we go down here, we can't even get this stuff. We can't even go down here. It's way too expensive. Military spending feeds into technological advantage. That's true as well. So not only, we would have to find another way of getting our technology fixed. So effectively, we'd just be moving money around. What's funny is that cutting back on military spending would be difficult to do in the USA due to the sheer number of treaties they have. Yeah. That's, I think, kind of represented by quite how much capital you need to actually get it to happen. Like, you could go down into highly trained and be kind of alright. The moment you go down into, like, yeah, we're just kind of okay, and then we've just got, like, some ceremonial armies. Like, one, patriots think that you're the worst, and two, your unemployment is just going to go right up because nobody's going to have a job. So we're going to leave that where it is just now, but we'll think about it in the future. Maybe there's a way that we can lower it without lowering it. Because although this costs this amount actually comes from somewhere else. This is more of a... this is more of like a calculated amount of money for all of the military spending we got going on. If we lower like our military interest, if that makes sense, then that would go down, I think. Also, if we got somebody who's more experienced in there, that would help, because then he'd be more efficient at spending. I think I'd explain that badly, but that's roughly what I'm saying. Right. Let's have a look at some other stuff here. Oh, we do actually have some good stuff. I should look at our good stuff. So, we have the private space industry, which is very good. Everyone likes it. It gives us GDP, and it gives us some patriot opinion. We also have the technological advantage, which also gives us GDP and productivity. However, a technological advantage, you'll see we have a start trigger and a stop trigger. It's right on the start trigger, but if it gets below this green line, we lose it. And that's basically how everything in the game works. So actually, given that we're over the start line, we got a lot of stuff going. We're in a good position. Hello, Kevlar. I'm doing all right. US defense budget is 975 billion, not 136 billion. Only thing about this game, numbers aren't realistic for educational game. Yeah. I don't know where he got his numbers from. It might be that some of them were moved for gameplay reasons. Not entirely sure. But it could also be that this is actually rolled into other things as well. Like maybe it's... I don't know. I don't know what else it could be rolled into, but maybe it's rolled into. Maybe they just lowered all the numbers slightly. Anyway. How are you doing, Kevlar? Doing alright? So you're streaming some Assassin's Creed. Is that any good? Also, we got antisocial behavior. I missed that one as well. The US attempted to make the NATO allies pay more into the military budget. That sounds about right. Right. Anyway, what I wanted to see was, if I go and have a look at our congestion thing, we probably haven't made a single dent on that. Yeah, we've not made a single dent on this whatsoever. Because we... Let's have a look. Where's our bike usage thing? That's a new one that we just introduced. It's got a 2 implementation delay. It's still not going to do very much, but it might help our obesity problem slightly. I think we want to maybe have a look at some of the policies we already have and see what we could do. So we could do things like subsidizing school buses, which will increase bus use. That sounds kind of useful. We don't currently have a problem with people being educated because we have the technological advantage, but if we started to lower some of our military spending, we might need more school stuff, which seems good. Carpooling campaign is cheap and helps with car congestion. Ooh, that sounds like a good idea. Let's have a look in here. Carpooling. Costs us pretty much, like, that's effectively nothing, especially with the money that we just saved through the economy being better. Yeah, let's do some of this. Buses help with our failing parents category. Oh, I could also do a work from home campaign. That is true, the telecommuting initiative. Although that could cost quite a lot if we're... I'm guessing this is like the we're funding it amount. But it would definitely help with the car usage. Parents would like it as well. Both of these help with parents. How much do we have? So this one only costs 2 to bring in. Carpooling only costs 2. We can bring in both of these. Sure. Let's just see. How much does this cost? It's free to raise or lower it? Okay. So how much are we going to bring this in at? I think we bring it in... Let's go high side and medium again. Let's go 2 implementation delay. Let's see how that goes. Right, next one that I want to bring in is the telecommuting. Now, I don't want to be spending 6.5 billion on it, because that's a huge amount. But if I spent like 3 billion on it, I think I could be happy with 3 billion. I think that's a reasonable amount. It's going to lower commuters, it's going to lower car usage. It's going to help a bunch of things out. Nobody hates it. That's the thing. Nobody hates telecommuting initiatives. It's just tax incentives. People love it. Problem with that is obviously we're going to have to spend it, as in we're going to have to pay for all of this stuff, but that's fine. Is there anything else on here that anyone wants us to have a look at? Let's see. So respiratory disease, we are doing alright at. See, I'm getting better at saying it as we get further in. Told you it was just because first thing I'm recording today. So yeah, it's mostly car usage in the environment, which we're kind of fixing. Okay, that's fine. Let's have a look at our antisocial behavior. Maybe there's something we can do in here. Oh, it's actually dropping. Why is it dropping? It's probably dropping because the global economy has got better. so there's more people with jobs. Yeah, it's because it's affected by unemployment. So that's probably why it's got better here. But there's probably something else we can do to make it better. So alcohol consumption, we were told, was going to be a problem soon. Maybe we can fix some problems with alcohol. So why are people drinking alcohol? Because legal drugs aren't allowed. Hear me out, everybody. If I legalize all drugs, people will stop taking alcohol, will stop having alcohol, right? You know, if there's some heroin available, they're not going to have a glass of wine. It's an easy solution to our problems. So I'm thinking that we might do that. I don't know. How much do we need to get this a little bit further up? Let's see here. So if I was to move this over here... Oh, you can only move it in chunks here. I guess that's because you're legalizing specific things. But yeah, like, if we get people some LSD, they're not going to be worrying about how much alcohol they're having. I kind of like that. And anyone got any problems with it? Speak now or forever hold your peace. No problems? Alright then, LSD it is. Confirm now. Right, and now we have no capital to spend, so let's move on to the next one. Ah, okay, so here's one for you. An urgent policy question. You feel this will be a mistake about 5 turns from now. Hello, Tona, how are you doing? One of our longest serving military generals has died, and you must decide whether to lay a wreath at the funeral. The general was definitely a military hero, but he was dogged by accusations of racism, misogyny, and bullying towards the end of his career. We can either lay the wreath. In honouring the man at his funeral, we are not condoning what he became later in life, but simply paying respects to a man who was clearly prepared to put his life on the line for his country. Not to lay a wreath would be cheap virtue signalling, which will insult our troops and disgrace the uniform they wear, or we can do not lay a wreath. The behaviour of this man in the later part of his life cannot be excused, no matter what he did in his career. To be seen visibly honouring someone who behaved so badly simply shows contempt for ethnic minorities, women, and those he harassed and bullied. We must not be seen to support such behaviour. It seems like chat is saying lay the wreath. Okay, we'll do that. I also like Cloud Spirit's plan. Get him hooked and then start charging them money. The first hit is free. Liberals hate it. Liberals hate us. Can I give you a rundown of the game? I can. We'll just get out of this section and I'll do just that. Oh, we got some people potentially coming to kill us. Okay. So, what is this game? Essentially, this game is a bunch of graphs and sliders. The idea is that you have to get some of these. Well, I suppose you can kind of make your own goals. But essentially, the way I play it is you have to get rid of the problems. So, like, for instance, this is the a kind of symbolic map of the USA in terms of policies. And they have a bunch of problems like respiratory disease. So, we have to somehow get rid of this. And then you can go into it further and you can say, okay, so why is this thing, which is orange, a problem? And you can go, well, it's because the environment is bad. Why is the environment bad? Because we use a lot of cars. So we then went into cars and we can go, well, we use a lot of cars because we build a lot of roads. So we could go in here and we could say, hey, I don't want to build any more roads because we don't want any more cars. That's basically what the game is. But you also have positive things where you can go in here and you can go, hey, we have a technological advantage because we have a space program. We have a lot of good technology. We have good technology because we spend a lot on military. So that's kind of how it works. You think we should invest in the Secret Service / CIA? I'm not worried about being assassinated. That's never happened. Never happened. It's this tear gas. Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of what we're doing, liberals don't like. The other thing that we need to point out here is that although this is lined up, and you might be like, oh no, all these people hate us. If we switch it around to this, so now we're sorting by who's in each category. If I do it the other way around, so you see, like, we have everybody, so everyone's going to be in the everybody category. We have a lot of capitalists. Like, our second biggest category of people are capitalists, and people can be in multiple ones. Like, you could have a capitalist who is a motorist as well, and also is an environmentalist. So you can have somebody who's all three of those. So actually, for instance, we could have somebody who's a commuter and poor. So although they would hate us for being a commuter, they would also like us because poor people like us because of all the benefits that we have. So that's roughly the idea of the game, is that you have to balance all these things. I'm going to put it back this way because this is how I usually have it. Yeah, no president has ever been assassinated. Exactly. Our deficit went back up. Did the economy drop? No, I think we just spent money. That would seem about right. Abortion should be on demand, but you can allow patriarchal... Oh. What's that? Parochial schools to appease religious people also ban shopping on Sundays. So you're meaning stuff down here mostly. So where is this? Solus is... They used to, on Democracy 3, they had like the name of each section underneath here. They don't have it in this game, which I kind of miss because our GDP went down. Oh. Ah, yes, I missed that. It's very subtle, but our GDP did in fact go down, which is where all of our deficit came. So basically, yeah, it's a very small change in GDP. It's a very large change in deficit. And of course, we want our deficit to be lower because we want our debt interest to stay low. Not that it's super low, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Right. So the ones that were being suggested about here are the faith school subsidies. It's not faith school. It is. One of these is in here. Ah, right. One of them is abortion law, which is currently limited circumstances. We can move it up to... Well, we can't move it to on demand as we don't have enough capital to make that happen. Religious people would hate us as well. But we could definitely move it up to 2 doctors' approval with 16 there. The other one that we've got that was suggested was the shopping on Sundays, which I think is in this one. Maybe? There is a search somewhere, apparently. Not that I know where that is. But I did see some of them talk about the search on the main screen. Maybe if I use it here. So, Sunday shopping? Yeah, ban Sunday shopping. So currently Sunday shopping is this one that's currently already implemented, or... Oh, we can't implement it because we don't have nearly enough capital to make that happen. Okay. Changing abortion won't fix any red icons, only sway voters one way or another. Yeah, exactly. It's not something that... It's not a big thing for it's not a big thing for solving problems right now. It's a big thing for voters. It's something that we should do, but I don't know. We'll see. Search next to the cup. Oh, you're right. It is there. Thank you. I completely missed that. That is an odd place to have it, but now that I know it's there, it's useful. Yeah, and the other one was school. So let's just have a look at school. Is it selective schooling? Ah, this one. That's quite good. Yeah, I like that. So it's... it might not be selective schooling, actually. Might have been faith schools. Might have been faith school subsidies. But yeah, we can't do a lot with that anyway, and we don't subsidize them for very much. I mean, if we got rid of it, what does it do? If we go right down to the bottom, it costs a lot, but it doesn't really make a huge difference to anything. Revert changes, go out of there. Right. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the problems that we've tried to fix. So, is car usage going down? It is! Fantastic! Gridlock is starting to not be a problem, because some of our policies have come in here. So if we have a look at traffic congestion, it started to drop, which is fantastic. When it comes to groups of people, you can either support/appease them or lower their number so they won't matter. Yeah. I think one of the tricks I used when I did the UK one on this game is I lowered motorists to the point where motorists hated me. They hated the sight of me, but there was only like one motorist in the entire country. So it's like, this one guy hated me, but it doesn't really matter. Like, what's he gonna do? If I go car usage here, yeah, we can see that we're slowly making an impact. The gig economy actually is something that we could maybe work on here, because that's affecting car usage, which is then affecting obesity, it's affecting our diseases, it's affecting everything. So if we get rid of the gig economy, that might help slightly. How are we going to do that? I don't know, we could strengthen our labor laws. Does that cost us a lot of money? It doesn't cost us an awful lot of money, but it would kill the gig economy. Pretty much, if we strengthened our workers' rights to strike. The working week gets reduced, so I think that affects our productivity, which is a problem. Because if we have a look in here, this affects productivity, productivity then affects your GDP. GDP then affects everything, and that's part of the problem. If we change that one, we're going to change everything to do with our GDP, which is something we want to avoid because our GDP isn't bad, essentially. So, what else have we got? Payroll tax, technology, unemployment. So because we got a lot of unemployment, this is leading to a lot of problems with the gig economy. If we were to fix our unemployment problem, this would fix our gig economy problem. So, what could we do? Hello, Jimena. How are you doing? Let's see here. So what we could do, potentially, is we could boost funding for something, and that might help things slightly. For those in chat, yes, I do have a couple of different playthroughs. So, yeah, I know some of what's going on with it. A lot of this game, the UI is similar, but slightly different. But that's about where I'm at here. We could fix unemployment by just basically making one of these good. Maybe art subsidies? If I put something into the arts, you have one less wisdom tooth? Oh no. That sounds like you've had some busy times recently. You could do the unthinkable and lower taxes? No. Can't do that. You can kill voter pops by enacting certain things to, deplete things. Yeah. I think I might invest in art subsidies. Hear me out. Hear me out. This is where my logic's going. Because it's unemployment, right? If we get more people into arts, so we create more artists, we then reduce unemployment, which then reduces the gig economy, which then fixes cars, which then fixes pollution, which then fixes our problems with respiratory diseases. That's my plan. We're going to fix these diseases with art gallery, with opera houses. Do I wear/need glasses? I don't need them. Like, they're not a necessity, but I do wear them to help with screen kind of glare stuff, because pretty much all I do is look at screens all day. But yeah, I don't necessarily need them. I could get by without them. Let's go opera house. Sure. That's our plan. We're going to invest in opera houses. You also spend more on police to lower antisocial behavior and hire more people. Yeah, you know what? Armed police we saw went directly into unemployment. So I could put more money into submachine guns for the police. I can't bring myself to put more submachine guns into the police. You wonder if this game knows there's such a thing as having unemployment too low. I've never seen it, but I'm sure you can make it happen. Hello, Furs Nukem. How are you doing? So we could do that. You know what we could get? We could actually fix our problem with armed police by maybe getting some more... What have we got? Is there community policing? Is that something we've already got? It might be. Where is it? I can't see it immediately, so let's use the search. Community policing. There we go. Thank you. So if we invested in community policing, that's going to help our antisocial behavior a lot. It's going to cost a lot of money. We could put like a couple billion into this. Lowers our antisocial behavior, lowers our unemployment. Yeah, I think that seems good. And it makes the liberals like us, and the liberals currently hate us. So, let's do it. It also costs 0 political capital, which is pretty good. You saw the real Dr. Sparhawk Tuesday. It turns out your iritis weakened your left eye to the point where you need glasses for the next 3 to 6 months while it recovers. Oh no. Well, glasses are, they're not too bad. You get used to them fairly quickly. Let's see, let's figure out if there's anything else we can do with police. Apart from getting more armed police, I don't think there's a ton else we can do here. Although, yeah, is there anything else in here that could potentially help? Not necessarily. Well, if we go police force in... there we go! Police force in general. Why did you visit the fake doctor? That's a good question. If we put a little bit more into the police... Yeah, that's... It's costing a... Look at it. A small move costs a lot of money. But if we go up to, like, here... So we're doubling investment in the police. That should fix a lot of things. Conservatives are going to hate us as well, though. Oh, I mean, we might as well spread it around. I think I'm not going to spend anything more. I'm going to save my capital and see what happens. There is the problem in the game where you feel tempted to spend every single last tiny bit of capital you have. And if you do that, well, you're going to run into the issue where you've like made so many changes you don't know what's affecting what. So let's see what we got. Oh no. Well, it appears that the dreaded Rona has got us. So healthcare demand has gone up by 30%. This was not in the game last time I played it. This is a problem. It's fake news. Oh dear. GDP's dropped 8%. Trade's dropped 22. Tourism 62. I'm actually confused that that's only 62. Lifespan's down though, so we won't have to care for old people as long. Business confidence is down. Oh goody. Oh goody. What's next? Major donor abandons a party. Okay, so people think we're a weak leader. This donor is insisting that I placate them by implementing vertical farm subsidies. Do we want vertical farms? Time to nationalize healthcare. Yeah, we could try it. I'm completely unprepared for this, which I guess puts us in a very realistic state, doesn't it? I'm not against vertical farms, to be honest with you. I might just implement it. Let's view it first. Costs a ton of money, though. It's very expensive. Old people are your main supporters. Oh no, my main supporters are dying off. This is definitely a bad way to go. Okay, well, I guess we'll implement it as requested. But we're going to implement it at the lowest possible level. You know what? That doesn't help us. We're going to implement it at... We're going to implement it, you know, exactly in the middle. Is where it starts. We're going to go right here. There we go. Apply changes. There goes all of our political capital. So, a special report tonight shines a light on the shocking level of fraud in our welfare system. Oh dear. So we'd need some welfare fraud to get rid of it. There's potential income from that, though, which isn't too bad. Yeah. Anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Well, let's just have a look at the graph, because I think it'll be funny. Wait, where's this graph? Yeah. So, here's the relative GDP, and here's the economy. It's dead. So that's good. Your subsidies are going to agriculture corporations, not ma and pa. Well, that's what my donors said. My donors gave me money to do it, and they can't be leading me wrong. They're giving me a lot of money. Okay, well, let's first of all check something. Has this helped? Hey, all I'm going to say is traffic congestion is down. Stopping welfare fraud makes you seem less compassionate. Well, it does, because the idea is if you put more roadblocks between welfare and people, you're naturally going to get more false negatives. So you're going to be like, that person doesn't deserve welfare because we think X, Y, and Z. And that's where you get the stories of somebody who's been in a wheelchair all their life being denied welfare because they can't prove that they've got a disability or something like that, right? So that's kind of what the game's trying to show there. The game is also biased. That's the first thing you have to learn about it as well, is that the whole thing in the game is biased. It's like, you know, the person who made it has a thing. No, it's X, Y, Z. You have to blend in. Of course. I was wondering what you were meaning there, and now I completely understand it. So I'm trying to figure out why this dropped so much. Like, this had a dramatic drop, but if we have a look at traffic congestion, I guess this has a huge impact. Like, this is like not a 1-to-1 ratio. The game isn't neutral, but that isn't bad. Yeah. You're playing against the system, but you have to know that if you want to put in something, like if you want to increase military spending, it's not necessarily going to go the way that you expect it to go. There's going to be roadblocks. That's okay. Let me have a look as well at our disease. So this is only slightly dropping. Car usage hasn't made it through here yet. What about obesity? It dropped a little bit, but it's going back up again. Okay. It's actually going to go up as well because we just lowered the food price by creating more farms. So actually that will raise obesity. I don't know where it is, but I'm sure that somewhere leads into here. Oh, there it is. Food price. So yeah, when the food price goes down, that's actually going to raise obesity. The Chinese virus caused people not to drive. That could be true. Definitely. Game teaches you it's not a perfect world. You can't have everything. Yeah. Unless you like drugs. The game is very big on drugs. It's a major thing. Let's have a look. How's the gig economy looking? Exactly the same. We've made no impact whatsoever. Made any impact on anything else? Hey, environmental protests we dropped slightly. That's good. Pollution? Hey, it's going down. That's what I like to see. Uncompetitive economy has gone down slightly. Alright. That's interesting. What have we got here? Doctor strike? Hey, we're about to get rid of the doctor strike, which is going to raise health and parents are going to be happy with us. Antisocial behavior is about to drop off a cliff. You know what I think we do? I think we just end the month. I think we're fine. I don't think we need to make any changes. Crime dropped. Cool. So we've got people smuggling. A large number of people have been caught entering our country hidden inside cargo containers in an organized attempt at people smuggling. The criminals who masterminded the scheme have been arrested, but there is a debate as to whether those people who are now on our shores should be sent back to their country of origin. Well, we can either allow them to stay, so there is strong enough evidence these people were desperate to flee persecution, poverty, or even death in their own country. These are desperate people, as we can see from the lengths they went in order to get here. It'd be inhumane to deport them now they are here, or deport them. Letting these people stay would send out entirely the wrong signal to people who want to come here illegally. Yeah, we have enough of a problem with illegal economic immigrants as it is. Unfortunate though it may be, the only sensible choice is to send them back. And I'm seeing lots of text in chat. So let's see. You've noticed that lowering gender inequality and racial tensions helps disproportionately because currently programmed it ups the minority numbers up to 99%. Ah, I see. I hope I invented a backstory. I don't have any. Allow them to stay if you want liberals to like you more. I could do that. Hello, Xander. How are you doing today? I did see you in the chat before the stream started. You feel there should be a third option of go through the proper processes? So we got one deport. We got one... Yeah, if you want liberals to like you. I'm feeling like we've got more deport in this one. Apparently we're going to deport the people who have been smuggled into our country. Well, goodbye, people. Liberals hate us. They hate us, as do ethnic minorities. Oh, we got an allow, but unfortunately I'd already clicked the button. We lost another major donor. Wonderful. Hey, but the global economy is doing well, apparently. I got bad news about that game. I got very bad news. It's not going to continue to do well. And in fact, our budget deficit is now 63 billion. Oh dear. Antisocial behavior, though, is continuing to drop. That's pretty good. It's got another couple turns of community policing going in here. This is no longer... Oh, I think when it was pulsing before, this meant like it was about to like explode as a problem. It's kind of dropped down. What's funny is ethnic minorities are the most aggressively against illegal immigration in real life. That is true, yes. Because most of them who would obviously want people to go through the same process that they went through. It makes sense. It just causes problems. Deporting helps the economy because building these giant slingshots gives jobs. Yes. Doctor strike. Oh, we almost hit the out. We almost hit the out. Oh well. What else have we got? This person hates me. We might want to make our cabinet better at some point. Gig economy, I think, is dropping, but it's hard to tell. Environmental protests kind of dropped for a little bit. Pollution is... Oh, look at that. Pollution is dropping off a cliff. That's fantastic. That's probably because everybody's staying at home, right? Yeah, so gridlock is gone. There's no gridlock anymore. Traffic congestion has gone down as nobody is using their car. Well, that's pretty good. I'd say. We solved that problem all by ourselves. We didn't need some highly infectious disease to solve that for us. Uncompetitive economy is dropping. I kind of think that this one's going to go away, right? So this is then going to make commuters happier. It's going to make the GDP go up. Motorists are going to be happier. Motorist membership will go up. That's a problem. I guess I should look at membership at groups just to get a rough idea of what's going on here. That's cabinet ministers. Which one's membership at groups? One of these is, I'm sure. Voter type? That's disposable income. That's not really what we're looking for. Voter types. Percentage. Is that what I'm looking for? That's not really what I'm looking for. Ooh, you get a whole compass of things. Does anybody know where I can happen to find... Ah, it might be here? Nope. I just wanted to see what the breakdown of all these groups were. I'm sure you're able to do that somewhere. It's fascinating what this game thinks each issue affects each group. You got an idea of how this game thinks. Yeah. It's all very much... Is it in parties? Perceptions? No, this is all electioneering. This was DLC for 3, but it appears to have just been ported to 4. I have absolutely no idea where it is. Felt you had a European view. I don't know who they... Like, it's made by one guy, isn't it? It's by Cliff somebody. Or it was made by one guy originally. Democracy for... Let me have a look. What's his name? It is... It's made by somebody. Let's see. Dev? Let's see who it is. It's by Positech, who are all... I don't know. I think it's an American who makes it, but I could be wrong. It's Clifsky. I don't know what his last name is, though. Clifsky. Oh, right. That's his... I have no idea. Anyway, I'm going to stop worrying about it. We'll go back to this. You've done the rare thing in both liberals and conservatives don't like you. Oh, focus groups, you reckon? Okay. Hello, Vlad. How are you doing today? Focus groups. This one? Yeah, so focus groups just gives you a random selection of people. So it kind of lets you see, like, this is one of the people it's generating. It's like, this guy is... I'm trying to see, where is it? Like... Yeah, he's a member of all of these groups. So he's a liberal, he's a youth, he's poor, he's social. He's got some socialist stuff, he's got some middle income stuff. So he's a member of a lot of different groups. So that's kind of what it's showing there. I just wanted to see like pure numbers, but I guess you can't see that. Or maybe you can see it in a different map. I'm sure you can see it at the end, as in when there's an election. Positex from the UK. Oh, okay. Well, that explains why the... That explains why it's set up for UK stuff when you try and start a new game. That makes a lot of sense. Right. Anyway. So we'll fix this. So car usage is going down, which is gonna help this. So we don't need to worry about that anymore. I think what we need to worry about is the fact that our economy is going down the tube. You can click one of the groups on the left. Ah, there you go. That is fantastic. Thank you. So if we click capitalist here, we see that 68% of our population is a capitalist. 60% is a liberal. So you can see there's obviously some crossover there. 58 is middle income. So these are all about the same. I'm just going to drop down the list. Yes, we got 39 conservatives. 36 are poor. Okay. That makes so much sense of how weird this American politics is working. You learned American politics by watching BBC. Yeah. What state is my present character from? He is from... I don't know. He's from... I have no idea. I was trying to think of an odd state. He's from Kansas. That's where our person is from. Idaho. Never mind, he's from Idaho. I've changed my mind. He's from there. You vote pollution's the next issue to tackle. Okay, let's have a look here. Pollution is solved. Aha! We have tackled it. I think pollution's solved because of the car stuff. I forgot about that one. I think I almost want to just skip another turn. If he was from Kansas, he could be, yeah, Superman. Oh, one of my cabinet ministers wants to quit. Okay, we'll redo our cabinet this time. Gridlock's gone. No more gridlock. Everyone's happy. There's no problems. As long as you look on this side. If you look on this side, you got hospital overcrowding. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you're lagging. Maybe Twitch would work for you better? I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one's going to be better on what day. You thought Superman was from Kent. Oh, dear. Yeah, so we're going to have to solve our healthcare problem fairly quickly. Credit rating was downgraded, which kind of hurts our GDP just as it went up. Yeah, I don't know why it's buffering. It might just be, like, the stream quality or something. I don't think it's buffering on my end. I don't think I've dropped any frames. Unless I'm... Nah, it usually tells me if I've dropped any frames. I don't think I have. There's a max to political power. Yeah, that is true. What's our max currently? Currently our max is 30. And we're getting 15 a turn. Okay. Let's have a look here and... where is it? Cabinet. I want to redo my cabinet here. Because currently our cabinet... They mostly... they're mostly kind of meh on us. We'll see what we can do here. Let's reshuffle this. So first thing is, actually... I want to see... What section is this in? So these ones are... So this is Brandon's section. Okay, so Brandon is in charge of foreign policy. So foreign policy, we want the person who's most experienced there, because it's going to make things cheaper for us. Need to fix the medical issue. No USA president has ever said that. Have I abolished human rights yet? Not yet. We have to make them think that we like us. That's for second term kind of stuff. Alright, there's an amazing picture of Marilyn Monroe wearing nothing but a famous Idaho potato sack and looks happy to be doing so. Alright then. I do not know that one, but I will obviously have to look it up later. Foreign policy. We want to fire him. Want to fire that one. Want to fire this one. I'm firing anyone who's below like 1.5. Yeah. So we're getting rid of economy, public services, transport, and foreign policy. We don't need any of that. Both aren't working, must be your internet. Sorry to hear that. The YouTube VOD should be up like immediately afterwards, so hopefully that'll work a little bit better. Right, foreign policy. Let's see who we got. Who is the most experienced person for foreign policy? Is this person right here. It's Abigail Ortez, and she likes the youths and patriots. Sounds great to me. I think she's just got herself a job. How do I select somebody here? Oh, you have to go in and then hire? Oh, okay, right. I'm gonna... Oh, but she doesn't like the job. So when somebody wants foreign policy... Nobody wants foreign policy. Alright, Abigail, you're hired. Next one. I have to hire only Scotch Americans. I have no idea how I would do that. But that's alright. Economy? Let's see. Economy... We got somebody, ethnic minorities and middle income. Sounds good to me. Public services. Who have we got? Parents and self-employed. I don't feel like we're going to annoy them at any point. And transport. Transport, we have this guy right here. Who is religious and liberal. I think that we might annoy him. Is there anyone else we got? Religious and environmental? I don't know. She's really good at campaigning, though. I think she might be our best bet, although she's really, really bad at gaining political capital. Maybe this guy down here, Dylan Allen, he seems okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. So it cost us 10 capital, but that should, in theory, affect our military spending at some point. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, that seems to have gone down a little bit because we've got her in charge now. That seems good. Our deficit's being solved as well. Alright, let's have a look at all of our issues and see where we're at. So pollution... That's starting to kind of taper off here. We probably want that to go down a little bit more. You're about to hire the same woman you just fired. You're fired. Oh, I'm sorry. We couldn't find a better replacement. You can come back now. So that's not going anywhere. Obesity. Yeah, so all of these ones are kind of just stopping there at the top. You'd screen new hires by having the prefix of Mac in their last name. No, the doctor strike went back up because we need healthcare. Hospital overcrowding is in there. I think we might need to fund some hospital stuff. So, how are we going to do that? So, hospitals and pollution. So, Have we got any hospital stuff already? Probably not, because it's America, I would imagine. Let's have a look here. Public services. Right. Is it not a public service? It might be welfare. Maybe it's already in there, but we have to move the slider. That's not really what I'm looking for. So health. There we go. Let's go healthcare demand. Yeah, that seems like a good one. You know what? That doesn't actually. That's not actually useful. Having determined looking at that, that's not useful at all. So if we go to health, that seems like a better one. So in here, we got private healthcare. So what we could do to improve that is if we give out more health tax credits. So if we go in here, the wealthy are going to love it. The poor hate it, as do socialists. So what does it do? See, it's a system of tax reductions and credits designed to encourage people to spend their money on private healthcare. Huh. Capitalists like it, and most of our people are capitalists. But I'm not sure that we really want to spend 50 billion on this. That seems like quite an expensive thing. Yeah, that doesn't really seem like something we want to do. What else have we got in here for health then? So we could improve the state health service, which is down here. Wait, that's doctor strike. Where's state health service? State health service. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Oh, there we go. I must have clicked on the wrong one. That won't fix overcrowding. That is true. Yeah. So we can improve this so that we can actually do something like that, which might help with our overcrowding. Will help with our overcrowding. The American healthcare system is weird. Isn't straight capitalist like people think. It's pseudo-hybrid, so hospital subsidies wouldn't be unusual. Okay. Yeah. This costs a lot more at a certain point, but if we go just a little bit in, we kind of fix our overcrowding issue. But I don't want to spend so much money. I don't want to spend like 50 billion. You can either spend 50 billion on tax credits or nationalize healthcare for 10 times that amount. Yeah, that's a worrying thought. Oh, I have to figure out how to ban someone on Twitch. Give me a second. Oh dear, how do you do this? There we go. Nice little ban. Sorry. Yeah, that seemed to work. Cool. Sorry about that. Just needed to figure out how to get rid of that message. Awesome. Right. Head back in here. Right. So, spend all of this. That would lower hospital overcrowding. I think I might do a bit of both. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend like 10 billion. I'm going to spend 10 billion on our healthcare. It's got a 12 implementation delay as well. The president is banning his opponents. You want to know how to become famous. Exactly. Right. And then we're also going to invest in health credits as well, which is about the worst idea I've ever heard of doing both of them. But hey, that's what we're going to do. So this one's in taxes. That's why I couldn't find it previous. So we're also going to invest like the same amount of money in health credits. So we're spending 20 billion on this, which doesn't seem to be moving the sliders very much, but that's okay. Do you think I should lower military money to get this to happen? We could definitely lower military money. Yeah, so let's lower this by 10 billion. So we're spending 10 billion of our own money plus 10 billion of the military's money to get this to happen. Which is, however, going to increase our unemployment, but hey, that's where we're going with here. Right. Stick it back there. We have no political capital to play with. Why did it bring up the chart? I really wanted to bring up this. Oh! Wonderful. There's been a school shooting. A national tragedy has struck. And parents hate us. Well, if we got rid of all the parents, our problems would be completely solved. What's this? So you're worried about science funding. You know what? Not my biggest problem right now. Our deficit actually went down, which is cool. Yeah, our deficit did go down. Huh. That's kind of neat. But we spent another 10 billion. That works. That's really good. Let's have a look in here. A small knock to military spending half your technology and space program bonuses. Oh, and that's why they're mad. I understand now. That makes a lot of sense. Pollution went back up. Oh dear, is anything going down? Obesity? Nope. Doctor strike? That might go down as some of our state health service stuff comes in, because it's going to take 12 turns. Hospital overcrowding, we've made an initial little jump into that, which is good. Disease is going up. Antisocial behavior is almost gone. We almost got rid of it. Not our biggest issue right now, but that's okay. Gig economy is still there. Environmental protests are dropping. That's good. We appear to be spiraling out of control, which is not a great situation to be in. I just want to check. How many parents do we have? About 30% of our population are parents. Yeah, that's a problem. Is there anything I can do to make parents immediately happy? Just be reactionary? I don't know. What do parents like? I don't know what parents like. You know what parents love? They absolutely love subsidized school buses. I think that's the best. Yeah, we're going to do some of that. You blame all of my problems on legalized LSD. There is no diseases. There's no, infectious diseases. All just everyone's on a massive collective high. That's our problem. Buses. Buses are our fix. That's what parents like. They like buses. You know what? There's been a school shooting. You know what we really need? A cyberbullying course. That'll help. Right. Let's go. Next month. Hey, our credit rating went back up. Isn't that good? Everyone's happy again. We fixed everything. That's good. Our health's dropping, but let's not worry about that. So our deficit's only 31 billion again. So we're back to where we started, roughly. Doctor strike is still there. Okay. Overcrowding's dropping. Disease is still there. Okay, antisocial. It's getting there. Kids got shot. Here, have a bus. Exactly. It's a solved problem. Health dropping during an epidemic seems about... Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it is the one time you'd expect the health level to drop. Every family gets a bus. Exactly. And they like us better because of it. We're like, hey, cyberbullying. Distraction. That's the way you run a country, right? Various levels of distractions. Right. Let's see here. Seeing what else we got in here that we could potentially go for. You know what? We have an obesity problem. We haven't looked at it for a while. I'm going to implement school sports. It's super cheap. Do you think that we're, like, we're some kind of horrible person? It solves obesity and improves his health, which will help with our epidemic problem. I think we're just going to do things that increase health, and then we're going to fight the disease with being healthy. That's our plan. Needle exchange. Oh, yeah, I like that one. Where's needle exchange? I'll do a little search for needle exchange. We don't have it. It's in here. Needle exchange. Needle exchange program. Yeah. Love it. We'll 100% invest in it. We're investing. There we go. So we're investing in all of that sort of stuff. Wait, did I click on faith schools or did we implement needle exchange? Needle exchange. I must be double clicking somewhere. Yeah, we've invested in that. That's cool. There's some healthy food subsidies that help with that. Oh yeah, some more subsidies. Healthy eating campaign. Probably not what you're talking about, but it could be it. You're probably talking about like an actual subsidy. Let's see what else we got in here. Nothing in here, huh? But it might be in here. Health food subsidy. Might already exist. Oh, no, there we go. Health food subsidy. Perfect. Lowers food price, but it means that the healthy foods are higher. And it increases plant-based diets, which should hopefully help with some of our environmental concerns. Yeah, I'm going to invest. I'm investing now. This is my investment stage. Let's see. Let me have a look. Does this affect the environment? Yeah, it changes CO2 emissions, which is good. Reforestation would help with the environmental air quality. Reforestation. Let's have a look. It would indeed. You are right. And it lowers unemployment. Let's do it. I'm gonna plant. Let's see. So if this is 40 million, 60 million, it says 80 here. So 60, 80. So there's about 70. That seems about perfect for the number of million trees that we're gonna plant each year. Very nice. Right. So we'll do that. And then I think we'll just pass. There we go. Next one. Oh ho! Another one of these. A campaign for tightening of animal welfare standards on farms is gaining momentum. A law has been proposed that would set higher minimum standards for the space, food, and access to outdoors that is available to animals in intensive farming establishments. The trees seem to increase respiratory disease. I meant the other way round, but yes, they're not coming around and I was trying to think what they could actively do, but yes, they're not coming around and smoking in your houses. That's not what they're doing here. So we can set tougher standards. It's about time we did something to ensure animals are not suffering in intensive farming. Most people would be horrified if they saw the conditions some animals are kept in. These standards would lead to more expensive food, but people would be happy to pay more if they knew the conditions in which animals are currently kept. Or leave it unchanged. So, nobody forces people to buy processed meat from the cheapest source. They're organic and free-range foods, but the free market shows clearly that people aren't prepared to pay more for a change in animal welfare. This is the government's interfering in the market to appease a few campaigners. Does the suffering make the steak taste better or not? Depends if you hit it or not, doesn't it? To make it tender. Tougher standards. Want more people to go for plant-based diets? That's an idea. Yeah, the chlorinated chicken. I'm sure we'll see that over here any moment now. Brexit's on the 1st, so we should get the first batch coming in around the 2nd. Your bias is tougher standards. I think tougher standards is winning right now. Let's do it. Environmentalists, liberals, plant-based diets. GDP drops by 3%. That's huge. And everyone hates us. Right. So let's have a look. Obesity. We haven't made a single impact. That I believe is because some of these are like, they have a delay of 1. So yeah, that should do a big hit next time. Disease. Yeah, that's dropping, but reforestation has it has no delay actually. Oh, interesting. So that'll be hitting soon. Oh, doctor strike might just finish. Ooh, that disease is dropping. That's no longer a major issue. I do like that the bubbles get bigger the bigger the issue is. That's kind of nice. That's nice. Antisocial behavior is almost gone as well, which is cool. Let's see here. What else have we got? Gig economy is pretty much unchanged. Environmental protests are dropping. How about our pollution? Pollution's down from where we started, but still there. Uncompetitive economy is still there. Okay, so we still got some problems to look at here. So I think obesity is going to drop a huge amount next time. That should drop next time by like a huge amount. I want to see what it's going to do. The impact delay is next to each slider. Reforestation sliders take longer to impact stuff. Oh, okay, sorry. So what I was looking at, was this, but you're right. So each one of these has a different slider. So it shows you the... Okay, so it's like, this is immediately how much the reforestation happens immediately, and then these are changed over time. So like unemployment immediately changes because you're employing people immediately to do it. Environmentalists go up immediately, but then these are going to take 16 turns of inertia to actually go through. Oh, okay, so that's slightly different than 3, I think. I think 3 was just a straightforward, you do it, it takes X turns and everything happens. But that's kind of cool. Okay. So if I have a look at something else, like our obesity stuff. So this affects obesity in 9 turns. Oh, okay, so although it's got a 1 turn delay, so it's going to take 1, so things are going to start happening this turn, but it's going to do like 1/9 of this slider each turn. Okay, well that makes sense. That's actually going to continue working towards what we want. What's our max capital right now? So our maximum capital is 36. We get 25 a turn, so that means that we've got like 6 capital we have to spend. So we have to spend 6 capital right now, or we waste it. So, what policies do people want? I did hear a cry earlier for abortion to be changed. Should we change it? This seems like one that we could do right now. We can move it up here. Moving it a little bit means that we can move it more later. And that's something that we can just immediately chuck in. Conservatives hate it, but chat likes it. So we can go with that. We could... I don't know. There's all sorts of things we could do. We could decide that actually what we need is a new state airline. That seems like it seems like the right time during a global pandemic to open a new airline. I don't know. You're back and it's not buffering? That's fantastic. Recreational Drugs Tax. Is it time? There's a potential 21 billion just sitting there waiting to be had. Ooh, I think it might be time for the Recreational Drugs Tax, actually. I like that. Yeah. I like that a lot. Contagion Airways. Yep, it's a good one. I think we're going to introduce a little bit of a drugs tax. We'll start off nice and low. Yeah. As long as they're high, they won't care. Exactly. Yeah, we just do a little bit. Doesn't even affect consumption. Just skim a little off the top. Make ourselves a sweet 5.1 billion. With a delay of nothing. The right to die policy helps with the hospital overcrowding. I have to check. Does it actually? Right to die. Healthcare demand goes down. You're right, it does actually affect it and it costs us nothing. Wow. Mandatory assisted suicide. I like where you got extreme circumstances, multiple doctors, one doctor. Family agrees. And then you've got, yeah, just whenever. Just off yourself. I don't know. What level is not going to annoy people? So I just want to see, where does it actually affect healthcare demand? Or it affects it a lot if you make it at will. Let's make it... let's make it single doctor agreement. Sure. It's going to lower healthcare demand. Right. Let's go with it. Let's see what we got. Really? They included the gender reveal party? I can't believe it. The gender reveal party's in this game. Looks like there were wildfires. There we go, GDP's dropped. Junk food tax would kill off obesity more quickly. Potentially. It would also make us some money in the short term. Ah, right, I double clicked. That must be what I did last time. Credit rating went down. Oh no. Gender reveal parties? Did you not hear about that earlier in this year? So, yeah, there was some gender reveal party where they used fireworks or something. I can't remember the full story. It was something like they had fireworks for it, and it ended up setting off a wildfire that spread across most of the Western, like North America. Apparently. It probably wasn't just that, but that's what the news reported. Yeah. So yeah. It's my fault for the high winds, exactly. Yeah, huge fire in California. So, budget, we're still running a deficit, but actually we're okay. Hey, we got a new party donor. Fantastic. What we got here? All of our country, there are young, bright, intelligent students who this year will be denied the chance to study at university. Okay. We get it, it's a girl. Right, our health's going up. That's positive. Our health is going up over time. It's higher than when we started. And there's a global pandemic. Fantastic. You heard a party caused it. You're more surprised about the gender reveal party existence being a thing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Any excuse for a party. Is it not on fire? It's like saying the sky's blue. It's sometimes not on fire. Alright, so this isn't changed yet. That's fine. Let's have a look. Antisocial behavior. Yeah, it's still kind of there. Hospital overcrowding. It's dropping. That's good. Doctor strike might finish soon. Health will take a huge, step upwards when that finishes. Gig economy, exactly where we left it. Pollution going down. Uncompetitive economy going down. People still hate us mostly. Except for Patriots. Patriots think we are great. We're very patriotic here. Pass the healthy eating campaign to stack the health pluses. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, a small thing. Yeah, it's not meant to be something that causes huge problems. Oh, well, let's do this. Stack it. Done. We got any other things we want in here? Junk food tax was suggested. You know what? Junk food tax it is. We're gonna go for a 20% tax on junk food. It's a pretty big tax, to be honest. It lowers obesity very quickly, though. That seems good. And it's very helpful for healthcare, yeah. It's much easier to get rid of as well than diseases relating to the environment. That's a long-term issue. No, I want to get this to go. Not this one. I want to get this one to go. I want antisocial behavior to just be gone. I might invest more in community policing. It's got a 4-turn delay. I think we're going to invest the max in here. I was doing small changes. Now I'm like, let's just hit it. Hit it with a hammer. Okay, so health's going up, GDP's going up, unemployment's going down, which is actually good. Ban livestock imports. Okay, one of our neighboring countries has had a publicly announced case of foot and mouth disease in its cattle. Although the chances of the disease being spread to us is very low, you are being lobbied by farmer groups to ban the import of cattle from that country as a precaution. Reject the ban. There is no statistical or scientific basis for a blanket ban on livestock imports from that country. The outbreak is highly contained and poses little real risk. This will be an unpopular move overseas, which will be seen as blatant protectionism, and it would be unfair and unjustified embargo of foreign goods. Or approve the ban. It's just not worth the risk, however slight it may be, of us importing this disease to our country. The only way to deal with it is the mass slaughter of cattle, and our agriculture industry would not survive that. This may seem overcautious, but it's better to be safe than sorry. If the situation was reversed, they would do the same to us. Okay. Having this start and stop trigger lines means you can make more aggressive changes to hit the trigger line then lower them back. Yeah. I do like the start and stop trigger lines. It's kind of like it's more difficult to get rid of a problem than it is to get a problem, which I quite like as a concept. But yeah, this one's actually a very real life thing right now. We had the minks in Denmark. There was like 3 million of them had to be culled because they got coronavirus. So this is again very topical, as most of this game should be if it's been done right. So I've got approve the ban. We got 1 approve. I'm gonna wait, but I suspect it's gonna win. Just gonna take a small drink. I see 2 messages for ban. I ban. There we go. So, farmers, they're into that. Foreign relations down. International trade down. Food prices gone up, which will actually help obesity. Food's being more expensive means people are less fat. Right. Oh dear. The quotes. They're getting more modern. I completely missed that. Oh no, our deficit's gone way up. What happened? The global economy continued to tank. That would pretty much do it. Okay, obesity. We're starting to hit it. We're starting to go down. We're looking at doctor strike has gone back up again, of course. Overcrowding's dropping. Disease, look at that. We're getting this happening real quickly now. That's starting to work. Antisocial behavior is not going to do anything. Gig economy. Oh, look at that. That might drop next time. That'd be really good. Environmental protests. Although the gig economy, it doesn't take very much to bring it back again, so it's not a fixed issue. Pollution. Oh, look at that. Pollution is fixed. We fixed pollution. Tourism's going to go up. Wrong time for it, but it's going to go up. Yes. 25 trillion is our debt. That's a bit of we basically can only pay off the interest on our debt, and we're not even managing that right now. Our economy's still uncompetitive, but hey, if we just skip, we fix pollution. That's pretty good. I like fixing pollution. It seems like a good thing for us. What is this lady like? I just want to have a look at her for a second. She likes youths and patriots. So if we do something that's more patriotic in here, that's going to make military spending cost less because she's going to be more effective, I think. That's something to think about. We do something just overly patriotic. Just like, hey, we're just... this is going to make patriots love us. What can we do? Import tariffs. Probably not what I'm looking for. Nah, so nothing in there is going to work. Let's see if we've got anything else that seems good. Any patriot stuff. A border wall. You think we should build a wall? I mean, I gotta check. I mean, we could build a wall. We don't have the capital to make it happen yet, but we could build a wall. It's in here. I'm trying to see what else we could do to make patriots love us. National... Wait, I thought this was already a thing in America. I was fairly certain that this was already a thing. Flags on every corner? Do you know, I thought Americans had to sing the national anthem at school. Am I missing something here? It lowers immigration. Yeah, you have to appeal to the biggest demographic, build the wall. I think we're going to have the national anthem, because I suspect that's already a thing. What's the ages for it? All schools, all ages? Pledge of Allegiance! Well, I see. Well, what you get to do now is you get to do the Pledge of Allegiance, then you get a little bit of singing afterwards. It's, you know, it'll be fun. I guess. Right, that's our turn. Hey, pollution is no more. Sorry. It's, our citizens no longer need to wear face masks when cycling to work. Well, they don't need to wear face masks for the pollution. The deadly disease, yes, they'll need to wear face masks. Pollution, they're all good. Yeah. There's no longer, yeah, there's no longer, smog everywhere. My cabinet minister's very unhappy. She'd like electric cars and she'd like them now. Religious plot. Oh no. There are people trying to kill us from Avengers of Mother Earth and the Angels of Heavenly Justice and the Multicultural Warriors. Ah, oh dear. That lady liked youth and patriots, so your program was neutral for her? Okay. Well, that didn't help. We have a whistleblower. A Secret Service contractor has leaked several documents that shed a light on the dark side of the war on terror. Should we prosecute her and do everything we can to bring her to justice, or should we reform the Secret Service and stop making use of the malpractices she accuses us of? Prosecute. Even if the accusations we're facing are true, we have to protect national interests. The public may not understand why we have to rely on these methods in the war on terror, but the end justifies the means. Or, reform the Secret Service. The practices made public by Stacey Walker are indeed unworthy of a developed nation. We have to abstain from such methods in the future, and thank Stacey Walker for demonstrating that civil courage still exists. So, should we prosecute the whistleblower or reform the Secret Service? It's up to you, chat, to decide. Reform? Okay, we have one vote for reform. As we know, we're on a 2-vote system here. Unless I see more votes before then. Where's the assassinate button? Assassin the person trying to assassin me. That's a very Crusader King's plan. We got 2 reforms, 1 prosecute. Okay. I don't know if reforming the people who protect you as an assassination plot comes in as a good idea. We got 2 prosecutes. It appears to be that Twitch wants us to reform, and YouTube wants us to assassinate. Oh, not assassinate, prosecute. Assassinate would be a very it'd be a very, very final answer to our whistleblower. So I don't know. Flip a coin. Wait, I'm going to count Sparhawk in here. I'm going to say that you said yes to prosecute. So, we're going to prosecute. Oh, we got the only answer. Reform towards more aggressive methods. What does that even mean? I'm going to prosecute now. I've chosen one. But it doesn't mean that I like one side more than the other. It just means that I chose one. Snitches get stitches. Yeah, that's our policy. Hey, patriots love us. So therefore our person loves us. You want electric cars. Are you absolutely out of your mind? Our deficit's only 37 billion now. Oh-ho. Obesity? Look at that. Obesity's going down. It's good. Disease is... respiratory disease is kind of evened out. Doctor strike is going up. Hospital overcrowding is going down slowly. Hopefully the thing will go away. Gig economy is fixing itself. Environmental protest is fixing itself. Uncompetitive economy is doing it. The abortion thing might be a good idea now. Antisocial behavior is about to drop off. Let's see, how many religious people do we have? See, the problem with raising the abortion thing is that 57% of our country is religious. Oh. Yes, but... the problem with the abortion thing is that it makes religious people hate us. So the correct thing to do if we don't want to die is to do that. Which isn't necessarily going to be too helpful. So I think I might just ignore it for just now. Instead, you know what I think we need? I think we need... for no reason at all, some sort of thing in here. So maybe wiretapping or something like that. Or do we have, what's it? We already have armed police. Intelligence services, we already have a lot of. Okay. Pump money into faith-based schools. That's not a bad idea. That actually has some benefit. Where is it? Oh, is this it? Oh, no, that's the, it's the other one. There's faith-based school. You think, so the choice is, do we want to do this, spend a little money to make the religious people happier? It does increase the membership of religious, which isn't really something I want to do. Or, hear me out, do we want drones? I think drones are cooler, but they cost a lot more money. They cost a significant amount of money, and doesn't really give us any benefits. What else leads into... It does tell you on the intelligence report. If I click three buttons to get somewhere, what helps us? So we could get detention without trial, curfews, wiretapping. Curfews! Hey, all I'm going to say is there's a pandemic. We could get some curfews going. Except we don't have capital for that. I don't know. Wiretapping seems about the thing that people mostly hate. Let's go for some wiretapping. So what we're going to do, government decree, police chief, on police request, widespread, universal monitoring. Yes, we're actually going to monitor every single thing that is done. Paint crosses on the drones and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah. Get 2 birds stoned at once. Are we going for a communist state just to be on the level side? I don't know. I don't know what kind of state we are right now, but everybody is going to be monitored. Absolutely everybody is monitored now. I'm pretty certain I just saw a quote by Nigel Farage. Oh dear. I might have to go back and see what they said. Right, so we have universal monitoring. I think politics needs a bit of spicing up. Of course he said that. Of course he said that. Well, we only have one singular point of capital right now, so I think we're just gonna go next. So one of my ministers would like some import tariffs. Political relationship downgraded. A key trading partner has downgraded their political relationship with our country. Well, that's not great, I'd say. Failed assassination attempt. The Secret Service earned their pay today. Religious fanatics trying to blow us up. My donor has asked that we, Wait a second, how did you get in the game? He's asked that we have flags on every street corner. I mean, I will implement it. And actually, you know what? You know what? Not only will we have flags on corners, but it's on every single street. It's part of the planning permission that you need to get. Every road that's built needs to have a flag, or it doesn't count as a road. So, we will have it. It's done. Right. Let's see. We're actually lowered our deficit again, which is good. Health went up. Let's have a look. Obesity, it's dropping like a stone. Breathing problems, exactly where it is. Doctor strike, exactly where it was. The donor looked like Varys from Game of Thrones. His little birds have influenced us. Gig economy is still kind of dropping. Environmental protests, kind of there. Uncompetitive economies, kind of there. Ethnic minorities hate it. Hate what? Sorry, which one did they hate? Oh, the flags on every street corner? Yeah, I think by ethnic minorities it maybe means... there we go, antisocial behavior is now below, so that's gonna fit. That's gonna get gone, which will be good. People will like that. Which one was it? It was the... Sorry, flags. Flags on every street corner. Yeah, it does say ethnic minorities dislike it, but what does it have as ethnic minorities? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it's saying from it, but I guess the idea is that you're saying that anyone who isn't from here isn't welcome implicitly by having the flags? Oh, our capital's gone due to the flags. Oh no. Well, I guess we'll just end the turn. Religious plot. There's another religious plot. Antisocial behavior is gone. Our cabinet minister is not very happy. Might have to do some stuff. We got campaign speeches. And we got animal tests. Look at this though. Before we get into anything, our crime rate is 0. We have 0 crime at all. Can you just imagine that? The USA has 0 crime. Yeah, ethnicity isn't nationality. Yeah, but I don't think the game is differentiating too much. It's a little bit, anyway. But crime is gone. There is 0 crime. Alright, so should we have animal testing? A proposal to ban all animal experimentation has been placed before the government by pressure groups. We currently have quite a few people working in industries that use animal testing, but it is also highly unpopular practice. Ban it. In this day and age, there is no good reason to test any products on animals, especially cosmetics. The practices used are often incredibly cruel, and a ban would have widespread public support and little real impact on industry. Or no change. Products are only tested on animals in order to ensure there is no chance of danger to humans, and it is only done as a last resort under controlled conditions. If we impose such a drastic ban, it will hit our cosmetics and pharmaceutical industries badly. Animals are good. That's a very controversial statement in our chat here. No, it's fine. Yeah, animals are good. Save the critters. Save the bunnies. Yep. Sounds good. You insinuated... I instituted thought police and you're surprised crime has disappeared. Yeah, I suppose I am monitoring every single conversation everyone has. So that would probably get rid of quite a lot of organizing for crime. Okay, burn them? Right, ban it. Ban animal testing. It's gone. GDP dropped again, but unemployment has gone up. Alright, but environmentalists went up. Right, we have to do a campaign speech. Okay, so we currently have no turnout for us. The Republican Party has only got 300,000 turnout. Let's see here. Our speech. Who are we going to appeal to? Who's our base? Oh no, we might do this in a second. Let's head out here. So who do we want to appeal to? Who do we think likes us? I think environmentalists and patriots. I think that's who we go for. Environmentalists are 37%, patriots are 30%, or 26%, there's some crossover. So I think we want to appeal to the poor, the environmentalists, and the patriots. Maybe some socialists if we're feeling spicy. Oh, I should do this by size. Actually, that's a much better way of doing it. There we go. Environmentalists, state employees, and socialists. Those are who we're looking for. Those are our 3 main ones. We don't care about religious people. They already hate us. Although, 57% of people are religious, so I should try and do it. I'm the Greenpeace president. I'm the anti-corruption president. That's our party name, and that's where we're at, apparently. So what we got here? Retired, socialist, wealthy. See. Ooh, we can do one that ethnic minorities like. Just as a thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to do that. There's no negative to our speech having this in it. So I can just add... How many can I add? I think I can just add as many as I like. So yeah, let's get the religious people on our side. Let's get the ethnic minority people on our side. Have we got anything else in here? The poor over the wealthy. There's only 5% wealthy, so we're going to appeal to the poor because there's more of them. We got state employees. There's a lot of them, and they like us. Self-employed don't particularly like us. So we're going to get rid of them. We're going to just talk over them. Right. Do you try and make parents happy? After all, the children are future labor. Yeah. All right. Here's my speech. This is how my speech results are going. Apparently, I've never done a speech before. So, yep. Talking about the poor, everyone's happy. State employees, they're great. Screw self-employed people. Don't need any of them. Bar and the ethnic minorities, great. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, and what about that Jesus Christ? Isn't he a swell fellow? There we go. There's the results. Wealthy and self-employed don't like us, but everyone else is going for us. There we go. That's his brilliant election thing. So we got anybody who's actually... No, nobody's actually turning out to vote for us. Okay. Is there anything I can do here? You have a dream where poor people are good and rich people suck? It's impossible. Right. What are we going to do? We can make people think we're trustworthy. I could do a media stunt. Yeah, I'm going to be trustworthy. What are we going to do? Oh, okay. This is good. So, do we want to be interviewed on morning television? Eat breakfast in a typical builder's cafe? Filmed watching a sports team play? Appear on a televised genealogy program? Or carve promises in stone? That's a bold move to put your promises in stone. Does this game model turn out differences? For example, youth vote is usually not that useful. I believe it does. If we have a look in here, I don't know if it shows you. Yeah, there's this complacency number, which I think means that they will vote. Yeah, let me try and find someone else. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe complacency doesn't work yet. It's definitely here. I believe that this number, maybe I'm just picking people who care. What about wealthy? Nope. But yeah, I believe the idea is, like, if they're not... Maybe it's a setting when we did the settings when we turned it on. But you can basically say how complacent are different groups. And you can be like, well, then they'll turn out to vote or not. I guess everyone's voting in this one. Maybe it's mandatory voting. I don't know. Builder's Cafe, get a bacon sarnie. Was that not what took down Ed Miliband or something a while back? He ate some food wrong, and then it just ruined his entire campaign somehow. That was a British Prime Minister race. Well, we don't have similar things to president things here, but if you don't know who he is, that's roughly what was happening. Yeah, let's eat breakfast. People loved it. You know what else we're going to do? We're going to eat breakfast, and then we're going to be interviewed on morning television. Oh. Fantastic. We're trustworthy. People believe that we are trustworthy. That's good. Right. We have no capital left because I spent all my capital for the week on myself. Obesity is about to go away, and we have 3 months. Hey, we're going to fix obesity. President Clark Kent light breakfast. Exactly. Doctor strike still there. Just seeing where we're at with things. Overcrowding still there. I don't know if we're getting re-elected. But we might fix a couple of issues. Let's go. Religious plot to kill us. It's very strong, but people are leaving it. That's good. Mitt Romney ate pizza with a knife and fork and people lost their minds. Yeah, there's all sorts of these ones. Cluster bombs. Okay, here we go. This one's in here. An engineering company in our country has just won a contract to manufacture and supply cluster bombs for foreign countries. At the moment, there is no specific law that prohibits the company from making these products, but there is widespread public debate that we should ban the production of cluster bombs within our borders. A. We ban the bombs. Cluster bombs cause so many civilian deaths. There really is no way that we should condone the manufacture of such weapons. They're a cruel weapon and there is no justification for their use today. If banning these weapons costs us a handful of jobs and it's a price we should be happy to pay, or reject the law. It's very easy to say that we should ban the manufacture of cluster bombs, but what next? Stop making guns? Handcuffs? This would be a step towards dismantling our whole arms industry, which would cost jobs, hurt investor confidence. It's not the job of the state to interfere in what products a company manufactures. Ban because we have the best smart bombs and it only benefits us. More casualties means less enemies. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so we got one ban, one reject, and one I don't know. Next person who I see write something in gets to decide. Reject. Law is rejected. We have voted and the Liberals hate us. As with every decision, the Liberals hate us. Okay, campaign speech. Are you ready? We've got patriots like us. We got farmers. The youth already hate us. We don't need the youth. Who else have we got here? The poor. Yeah, again, we're gonna bash the wealthy. And then we're also gonna again hit the state employees. Hello, Gladiator Artorius. How are you doing today? Let's give her a speech. So, poor are better than wealthy, obviously. The state employees one's not going to go down quite as well as it did last time, but it's still going well. Then we end it off with the everybody likes Patriot stuff. We're just basically shouting USA at that point. And then we're talking about farms. It's good. Right. Wealthy and self-employed don't like us, which is the same as last time. But again, we're pushing up the Patriot vote. We're winding up the people. We're getting them hyped up over the patriotism. That's what we're after. Our deficit is only 17 billion, by the way. We've lowered that. That's fantastic. Obesity is going to stop being a thing right about now, which will actually lower the deficit as well because health costs us money. You doing good? That's good to hear. Disease is down. Doctor strike. Let's see here. Hospital overcrowding. That'll actually get a lot better once the health from obesity stops being a thing. Can I see how that affects things? So actually this affects health on it's going to take 4 cycles, but those 4 cycles should lower the amount of demand on the healthcare service. Sorry, so that's 4 cycles leading to health. Oh, it's 2 cycles for demand. There we go. Could I max reforestation now? Potentially, yeah. Let me just have a look at the rest of these though before we do that. I just want to see whether anything else. Environmental protests might end. And then I also want to check how our elections go. Let's see. Actually, some people down here don't hate us as much anymore. We've managed to reduce the members coming out for the Republican Party and increase ours. That's fantastic. People think we're trustworthy. We don't need to change anything then. It's going in the right direction. Reforestation. Let's see if there's any reason not to do this. So, but we are moving it from 69 million trees a year though, which is a slight problem, I would say. Anyway, if we move this, environmentalists are going to like us. That's it. Cool. I could actually, I can max that. It doesn't cost that much money. I'm just going to max it. 100 million trees a year. Let's go. Right, we have no capital. Let's go. So, one of our ministers is like, I need new car subsidies. I'm about parents and motorists. Don't care. Obesity's disappeared. We have a regional war. War has broken out in a neighbouring country. Damn it, Canada. What are you doing up there? But it's causing tension along our border with them. Obviously, Quebec has risen up for independence. We're seeing an influx of refugees as well as trade being stemmed. There are also concerns that a conflict in such close proximity will reduce the stability of our own nation. So Patriot membership went up. Immigration went up a lot. Stability and business confidence, not so much. Let's see. Religious plot. Hey, there's a lot less members in here. Mexico, shut up. I'm trying to sleep. Hey, look at that. Religious one. People are leaving the plot. That's good. The multicultural warriors might kill us, but that's okay. Our campaign speech is available. Obviously, we're going to have one. We're going to talk about ethnic minorities, Environmentalists. Again, hit the state employees line. Have we got anything else we want to do? Ooh, we could go for poor again. Like, because we've done it so many times, I think it's less effective. Let's do it again, though, because there's not that many wealthy people. So again, it's basically just bashing wealthy people over and over again. That's what we're doing here. It's not doing that well. It's holding our speech in there. I unclicked environmentalists. Did I? Oh, okay. Wait, yes I did. I apparently clicked capitalist over socialist. Oh, okay. I think this mouse might be clicking sometimes. It seems to be double clicking a lot in this game. Anyway, whatever. Not worried about it. Didn't seem to cause too many problems. What we got? So, this one, it's fine. Doctor strike, going up. Overcrowding, starting to drop some more. That's good. That'll make the doctors a lot happier when it's not overcrowded. Environmental protest isn't going away. Uncompetitive economy isn't going away. Fantastic. I don't think we need to do anything. I mean, some of our people hate us, but we don't even have enough capital, I think, to redo our cabinet. Yeah, we need 10 to redo it, so yeah, let's go. Alright, it's the anti-corruption movement versus the Republican Party. We didn't get as much spending as they did. Let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed. Start the count. So yeah, it does have non-voters. It definitely has non-voters in this game. Well, there we go. I count that as a resounding success. We managed to win against the Republican Party. We lost to non-voters. We caused so much voter apathy amongst everyone else that they basically just didn't vote. That's what happened. So let's have a look here. So yeah, we can see that there are different turnout amounts. So self-employed didn't turn out at all. Not corrupt. Self-employed all voted pretty much for... they had the largest Republican vote, but they mostly just didn't turn up. Slavery time, boys. Yeah, it's our second term. It's time to get weird. Motorists, yeah, they didn't like us, but they also didn't turn out. Let's see, where's youth? I'm trying to find a youth on this one. I might be blind. Yeah, youth turned out, apparently. Which doesn't seem right, because youth usually don't, but they turned out less than everyone, which I guess makes sense. Yeah. Sadly, you won't be able to start your next second term for one turn while the Republicans challenge the election results in court. Yeah, but did you hear that if they don't confirm the election thing, Nancy Pelosi gets to be in charge of America? Apparently, the Republicans don't like that. I don't have a huge opinion one way or the other, but it is kind of funny that the other options like, well, if you don't do anything, there's another bad thing for you over here. It's like, oh, all right then. Changes. So, health went up by 62%. Lifespan went up by 50%. This is just a ridiculous stat. Lifespan went up by 50%. So, if you live in the country, you're going to live roughly 50% longer than you would before. If you were going to be 80, reckons you'll be 120. I'm not sure if that's right. It might just mean that we've removed a bunch of infant deaths, and that's then made it go up. Crime, it's dropped to 0. Plant-based diets are up by almost the same amount. I'm just gonna say, the more plant-based things you eat, the less crime there is. It's almost a 1-to-1 ratio. It's right there. Along with pirates causing climate change, which is of course a 1-to-1 ratio in terms of pirates going up. Pirates going up causes climate change to go up. I'm just saying. Anyway, environment's got better. Oil demand is down, traffic's down, CO2's down, business confidence is down. That's not a good one. Healthcare demand's down, which is good. Immigration's gone up, thanks to the war in Canada. Corruption went down. And then the rest of these start to not matter so much as we go down here, but that's fine. Vote analysis. I haven't seen this before. Wait, we just get to look at one vote. Oh, right, you can click. Ah, so it shows you the voters it generated for the game. It's like, here's who I voted for. Oh, that's cool. So you can be like, yeah, it generated a bunch of people. and then said, hey, like you can go right in here and you can say who did you vote for. That's really neat. Yeah, I like that. Destroy the country. I just want to show you something here, TSP. Crime is 0. You are VIP, yes, but crime is 0. There is 0 crime. We've removed crime in America. The problems are solved. We've made life a lot better for people here. And there's a lot more plant-based diets, which is good. Alright, let's begin our second term. Oh, we got a cabinet reshuffle. We're getting rid of. So is this fire? Yes, you click if you want to fire them. So tax, economy, transport, get them out of here. No crime if it's not classified as crime. Oh, that's a good one. The way that we solved crime was that we wiretapped everyone universally. So you can't even speak about crime in your own house without somebody coming around your door and locking you up for life. So that's our plan. Anyway, we're going to hire someone for industry. See who we've got here. Yeah, you seem like you quite like it. Although, oh wait a second. I need somebody who also provides me any benefit. Motorist and liberal? Probably not. Religious environmentalists? No. Does anyone actually like us? This guy we had originally, self-employed liberal, he hates us. Oh no. Everybody hates us. Retired liberal. Okay, the retired liberal of Courtney Reyes is going to be the person we're going to stick in here. What's a VIP in Twitch terms? Yes, it does mean you get a sparkly diamond. It also means if I put it in sub mode, which I don't have available, she could still type. Does that have any benefit? Nope. So, yeah, it's a shiny sparkle currently. It might have a purpose later, but not right now. I have a police state. Somewhat, yeah. Yeah, it's sort of a police state. So yeah, I just need to find somebody who likes tax. Or at least likes me. Yeah, all the people who are good at this don't like me. Middle income and liberal, I guess. I'm gonna... but she doesn't want it. Maybe I'm gonna hire Angel Torres. Okay. And then transport. For transport, I'm gonna go for... I don't know. I guess I could stop being mean to self-employed people. Oh, I'm gonna go for Hannah Roberts. Definitely. There we go. Perfect. Right. Ah, well there we go. LGBT lessons in school. Sex education in school is always a political football. And now it's back in play as the issue of educating children about the existence of same-sex couples and relationships has hit the news. You have to take a stand on whether or not to support LGBT topics in school lessons. You can support it. The whole point of school is to educate and prepare children for the real world, and obviously same-sex relationships are part of society. Imagine the point of view of the child who questions their own sexuality. Surely it is best for them to learn the truth from school teachers without pressure from religious leaders of parents with extreme views. Just support it. I'm going to read both options and then support it, probably. Are children not overwhelmed and confused enough about sex and relationships without us introducing extreme liberal propaganda about gender fluidity into the mix? School is not the place to get bogged down in these issues, and school children are too young to be questioning their gender anyway. So, I seem to be getting the feeling that we're going to click this one. I'm going to give people time. They might vote me down again. As they did when we went to ban cluster bombs. Oppose it. A kid needs to learn about these things from one true source, the internet. You wonder what the creator of the game's opinion on the topic is. Yeah. But you know what? Seemed to work out there. Also, you can see what his opinion on it is by these two here. We got religious dropping right down. It's like, all right, yeah, we see what's going on here. So for 3 generations, these people have ran a well-regarded food manufacturer, but it's struggling to absorb price rises. Okay. Kid needs to watch the music video of I Kissed a Girl and realize, hey, I wouldn't mind that actually. Exactly. What more could you need? Katy Perry is 100% the only education you need on sex education. It's easy. Right, let's go in here and have a look at our country a little bit more. So, where are we at? Let's have a look at our problems. We have the respiratory disease is still staying roughly where it is. Hospital overcrowding is about to disappear, which is wonderful. Doctor strike should disappear once that gets fixed. Wait, we have a surplus of 9 billion? We're making money! Oh, our relative GDP goes up. Oh, also because the global economy went up as our GDP did. We're now actually making money for the first time ever. That's amazing. Our debt interest is going to go down. That's amazing. Okay. What else have we got? Gig economy is still sitting there. Environmental protests are down. Uncompetitive economy is going to be fixed. Ooh, make death not exist. Okay. You might be saying that as a joke, but we might be able to make that happen. Where are we at? Public services. Get some of that stem cell research in here. We do some good stuff. Mars program. We're going to go all expanse on this. Mandatory immortality for all. Yeah, but we also have got euthanasia in here. So mandatory immortality, unless you want to opt out with one, unless a doctor agrees that really you're just not doing anything with your immortality. You should find a way to improve our economy. It's going up. Our economy is going up. Everyone likes it. Once the global thing fixes, we'll be flying up there. I think we're solved. I mean, everyone hates us, but we're solved. Apart from the poor. Oh no, I just realized something. If the economy gets better, there's gonna be less poor people to vote for us. The plan, it's going away. You'd be all for that, to be honest, providing the opt-out remained. Yeah. There was a show I watched that had that ending, but I can't tell you what the show is, because then you know the ending now. That's, I just realized that was a bad thing to bring up, because I was like, yes, I can't tell you the ending to shows. People don't like that. So we'll move on. Where are we at? Damn those poor people. How dare they get better lives? Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to see what we could do. We could do, it's all sorts of things. I'm trying to figure if there's anything that's... We could get rid of the right to privacy. That'd be good. Oh, I think we already have. I don't think this is that. I don't think we do actually have a right to that right now. Proportionate fines? The poor would love it. I mean, here's the thing. The wealthy hate us, so we could just get rid of that as a problem. Censor the the internet. The Democrat dilemma. Ah, yes. I don't know, is there anything we can get rid of that we've got in here? We've got a lot of policies. I want to see if there's anything that we don't like. Is anyone even using a car anymore? We have people using cars. Let's get rid of that. I don't want to see people using cars. Let's get rid of it entirely. You know what? We're going to invest all of our money in getting rid of cars with telecommuting. We're going to go all into it. Everyone can work from home. Problem solved. What's our max capital? 36. We can 20 a thing. Okay, let's see here. God, I wish that were me. Which one? The poor people stop being poor, or like I'm trying to figure out what conversation we were in here that you said that's wish you were not using cars, not using cars, not using cars. That's probably it. Everyone hated that. What, working from home? Okay. Working at home / good commute, so having no need for cars. Exactly. What you need is a hologram, right? So you can just stand at the... You just stand somewhere and it just beams you into some... Just wake up, wander over, holograms you in, no problem. Why would trade unions like telecommuting? Because it's good for the employees, maybe? Invest in the energy sector. Alright then. Invest in the energy sector, they say. How would I do such a thing? I don't know. We could... Green electronics is investing. Kind of. Would they like it? That makes energy... That's not really what we're looking for here. Ban coal? That's not really investing. That's more directly opposing. Smart meter program. That's there. Smart meter program. Green energy. Okay, yeah. Let's have smart meters. The energy industry actually hates that. Or, yeah, okay. We're going to do it. What else have we got here? While we have the capacity to just make things happen. Make school bad or just kill school. Reduce worry, yeah. How about maternity leave? Do we have that? I don't know if that's something we have yet. I do like in here just ban divorce. It's just so final. Anything in here? You know what? It has a search for a reason. Yeah, maternity leave. Let's have a look here. Yeah, we could have some of that. That seems good. State rail would kill cars. It could do. So this is going to lower productivity. That's the problem. That would lower productivity a lot. Let's have a quarter pay maternity leave. There we go. Something like that. Okay. You thought this had smart meteors. That's a good one. Yeah. So where's rail? Ah, we can't afford it right now. We'll get rail next time. Quarter pay. It's better than what was there before. Before there was 0 pay. Doesn't raising a child count as productivity? Not until that child is productive. And that child won't be productive in the next 4 terms. In the next 4 years of our term. So, you gotta boost productivity a lot to get rid of uncompetitive economy. Yeah. Alright, we got a terror suspect. A Middle East country with which we have no formal extradition treaty has requested that we extradite an immigrant living here to them to face charges of terrorism. They accuse him of being responsible for car bombings in their capital city, but the only evidence they have is this of the confession of other terror suspects which may have been made under duress. Extradite subject. We should send this terrorist back to his home country immediately. There may be some minor concerns about the justice system in his home country, but they are fighting terrorists. And if the situation were reversed, we would be outraged by any refusal to send terrorists to face trial. There is no time to be squeamish about interrogation methods. Or, keep him here. If we extradite this man, there is a chance he will face the death penalty. We have no way of knowing if he will get a fair trial, and we cannot be sure that he is the right man. We cannot extradite people just on the say-so of foreign governments. We need to see evidence of criminal activity before we possibly send a man to his death. Alright, we have keep him. Wonder what the creator's opinion is. Exactly. Extradite. We're poor relations with the international community. Can't we keep him here and execute him ourselves? Oh no. Alright, we're keeping him apparently. The Patriots don't like us. Liberals like us. Oh no. The Liberals. Our party, the anti-corruption movement, is getting more support. There's a budget. Excuse me? What happened to the budget? Why do we have a deficit of... Wait, what? What went wrong? Why is our deficit now 100 billion? Something went horribly wrong. Did my expenditure go up? What happened? Oh wait, our income dropped. Wait a second. Was maternity leave lowered our income that much? By 100 billion? By 100 billion. Maternity leave killed the economy. We're ruined. We're ruined, I tell you. Because income tax went down. Because now they're not paying as much income. Because they don't have as much income. Wait a second here. Wait a second. I'm thinking about it now. If we gave them full pay for maternity leave, that's abortion. That's the wrong one to get wrong. Maternity leave. So if we, I'm just saying, right? If we give them full pay for maternity leave, this would increase their income and therefore give us more money. Right? Because the parent income would go up. Alright, hear me out. Here's my plan. I'm going to introduce this one. I'm going to raise it to full. If it fails and falls over, makes us lose even more money, I'm going to cancel the policy altogether. That's what we're gonna do. Oh dear, that has completely ruined us. But we are only like 6 away from being able to do weird stuff. State rail. It costs 100 billion. That's way too expensive. We could subsidize stuff, but that's way too expensive. I think we're gonna put in bicycle subsidies. Yeah, we'll have some bicycles. Revenge of the uterus. What things increase productivity? We could have a look at that. Productivity is increased by being ahead in technology, education, labor laws, things like that. Maternity leave is going to cause a huge problem here. You're really wrong on this. Our productivity will not be able to absorb empowered women. Exactly. If they're allowed to stop working to go off and raise children and all of that sort of stuff, then who's going to be making our McDonald's? And who's going to be running our companies? It's just not sensible. Anyway, let's get rid of... let's increase education, I think. I think that will probably help our productivity. Yeah, improve public education. Well, although I have just realized a major issue is with what money am I going to do this? You know what? Revert changes. What about private education? Can we subsidize that? Maybe save us a buck or two? Private education. Private schools. No, I want to... Okay, this isn't going to work. Right, is there anything I can do to improve it that doesn't really cost us any money? Because we don't have any of that. We could do more national anthem. I'm not sure that's going to help us here. Youth clubs? Helps the youths. Hey, university grants. Those cost a lot of money. What have we got? School vouchers. Makes private school. That costs a lot of money as well. This is investing in this stuff just costs money. Compulsory foreign language improves education and doesn't cost very much. Patriots don't like it, and we like patriots. Adult education, productivity, and education. There we go. When the president has no money, they spend money they do not have. That's our new plan. Flash crash. Welp. So it looks like automated trading has caused our GDP to fall over as the economy is ruined. Well. Hello, God Revan Ryu. How are you doing? Our GDP is down. Unemployment is up. Health has never been better, though. I just want to check this one for a second. Yeah, at least nobody's trying to kill us right now, as far as we know. Deficit has stayed solid at 101 billion. Every single one of these. Every 3 months we lose $100 billion. Where is it all going? Who knows? Have we fixed any issues, or are they all... Oh, doctor strike's about to go away. That's good. I don't know what caused that, but that's about to just disappear. Health and parents are going to like us. That's nice. Overcrowding. That's going to stay roughly where it is. Okay. Let's go over here. Uncompetitive economy is dropping. Gig economy is going back up. We've got environmental protests. We almost got rid of them, but then they came back. The pesky environmentalists. Didn't something else crash? Did maternity boost help improve it? I have no idea if let me have a look in here. The problem is that everything in this game runs off of a a delay. So if I go into... There we go, spell it correctly. If I go into maternity leave, it's got a delay of 1, so we won't see any effects until the next turn, in theory, I think. Yeah. But I'm looking at it. Yeah, some of these take like 4 turns to come into effect. I guess if the economy crashed and maternity leave has been fixed, that should actually mean that this is... Yeah, so maternity leave did... Yeah, okay, I think maternity leave, paying everyone full amount, did actually help us, because we got income tax back. Yeah, if we look at our income, that stayed the same, but our relative GDP dropped. So that seems fine. Yeah, that seems good. Yeah. You fixed everything, but everyone hates you. It's because I spent money to do it, and they don't like that. Okay. Let's see here. Is there anywhere I could get some money? You know what I could do? Just raise income tax by a couple of percent, you know, just 5% more, and it gets us a lot. If I just raise income tax by 10%, like, you know, 10% of income, I mean, what's the problem? In the middle income people won't like us, but it would fix our money problems. That's what I get for doing a quarter initially. It's a good point. This would fix our money issues. Just 10% more in terms of tax. Yeah, it would lower our GDP, but it's already screwed. Let's do it. Raising income tax by 10%. Lower it and you get higher GDP. Yeah, but raise it and I get money. That's what I'm going with. Let's have a look. Doctor strike is gone. Health is full. Health and crime are fixed. Education's going up. Credit rating went down. I can see that happening, yep. There's fraud in our welfare system. Okay. So I don't want to sound alarmist, but I think our deficit went up. Wait, how did that happen? Oh, because our interest rate rose, so we're actually paying more on debt interest now. So we have more income, but now we're paying more debt, so therefore we have less money. That's a spiral you can't get out of, huh? Gig economy might actually disappear next turn, which would be cool. See here, environmental protest is still there. Dinner's ready to be dabbing out. It's nice to have you here. My country will hopefully survive. Yeah. Remember when we had a surplus? Yes, that was a good month. Hey, look at that. The respiratory disease is about to go away. Overcrowding still there? Okay. Let's think of how we fix our issues. Let me have a look at something here. Motorists, there's still 35% of people are motorists. I was hoping that would be a much lower number. Because what I was thinking was, what if I did that? Right? But we don't have enough capital. How much capital do we have? Cancel. Yeah, there we go. We have 36 of 44. How much do I need to raise it? I need 43. So I could skip a turn and we would have enough to raise our petrol tax to make us some more money and get rid of cars. So it might temporarily fix our issue. I'm going to go next turn on this. Let's see how this goes. Oh, we got a decision. Our GDP went up, by the way. Deficit went down by quite a lot, which is good. So some of our things are fixing themselves. Housing expansion. There is a shortage of homes in our country, and the government is under pressure to relax planning laws and allow previously restricted greenbelt land to be built on. So we can A, relax planning law. House prices are rising far faster than earnings due mainly to the shortage of supply. In the long term, the only solution is to build more housing. It's no good providing housing where there are no jobs, and that means building on a small proportion of greenbelt land, and that's the price we have to pay. Or keep planning restrictions. There's always pressure to build new homes in greenfield sites because housing companies find it cheaper and easier to build on them. There are plenty of urban sites that should be reused before we resort to carving up the countryside. A sudden expansion into the greenbelt would have a dreadful impact on rural communities. You're glad I'm streaming on a night you don't work so you can stay up and watch? That's fantastic. Yeah, it's good. How's work going, by the way? I heard that you were having some problems. Well, you said to me last time you were here that you were yeah, it was a bit stressful. So hope it's going better. So we can keep them, relax them. We got 2 relaxes and 1 keep. Well, relax. There we go. GDP went up. Farmers and environmentalists, who needs them? Yep, they didn't like it, but everyone else liked it. That's good. Okay, we're getting more members into our group. That's what I like to see. 44. We can now raise it into the danger zone. I'm going to raise the tax on fuel by 50%. You know what? 100%. Motorists are going to think that we suck, but it's going to very quickly reduce the amount of motorists. And that's what I want to see. Apply changes. Done. Next month. Gig economy is gone. Well, you know what? To be fair, I guess when you're paying 90% tax on petrol, it makes it very difficult to actually afford your car. Hey, credit rating upgraded. Our GDP went up again. Oh no, the national team exits the World Cup. The national football team has crashed out of the World Cup earlier than expected. I thought USA expected to go out in groups. How could you go out earlier than that? Anyway, our population cannot contain their disappointment. The players have been heavily criticized by the media. Oh, that was a double click again. Interesting. But yeah, I think we're good. Our surplus is now 42 billion. The ye of little faith. Come on. Ye of little faith, we're now making 42 billion. That's the way to do your economy. It all worked out in the end. Turns out all you needed to do was keep raising income tax and petrol taxes. I fixed their GDP. Look at that. It's better than ever. Definitely not going to go back down again when people stop using cars in 4 turns. No, not at all. But yes, it will go. But hopefully it fixes some of our issues. Respiratory disease, that's got to drop soon because we've just car usage is just gone. Football, it's not called soccer. It's definitely not called soccer. Hospital overcrowding is about to go away. Parents and retired people like that. Oh yeah, does this cost us anything? No, but it's cool that it's going away. Environmental protests, almost gonna go away. Does that cost us money? Cost us about $1 billion. Yeah, that's good. I don't think there is in this game, but is there a way to pay down the debt with the surplus? I think it does it automatically. I might be wrong, but I think your surplus eats into your debt automatically. So, like, I think if you have a surplus, it just automatically applies all money from it into debt, right? I mean, it's not really going to help because we've got 25 trillion debt, but you know, I believe that's the way it works. I could be wrong, though. Is there anything I want to implement now? Now that we've got some things fixed a little bit here. I don't know. What do we want to do? Is there anything that's like a problem for us anymore? I think I might just skip my turn. Let's skip my turn. We don't waste any stuff by doing it. Torture, deportation. Police wait a second. Oh, so this is very similar to one we had Mars program. I'll see if we can do it. Police officers have arrested a con man who is staying in our country illegally. Very similar to the previous one. Or one we had a while back. Under normal circumstances, he would be eligible to be deported back to his country of origin. The man claims if he is sent back, he'll be likely be tortured by the government. So, deport him. The man has no one to blame for the situation but himself. He arrived here illegally, has operated as a criminal since he got here. If he had claimed political asylum when he arrived and not began a life of crime, it would be a different matter. In the circumstances, we must take his claims of torture threats with a pinch of salt, or keep him here. It's clear this man is hardly a model citizen, but no confidence trickster deserves to be tortured. If we truly oppose the use of torture in principle, then despite the man's history, we need to ensure that we are not willing participants to torture by sending him back home. If we deport him, we could effectively become a death sentence. Deport him, deport the Canadian, send him away. Well, goodbye. Patriots loved that. Liberals hated it. Major donor is gone. Oh no. Situation imminent. Petrol protests. Well, that's a real shame, but like, what are you gonna do? We're making 63 billion. I don't see a problem. The economy just keeps getting better. That's the way I see it. Right. Let's see here. So this is still there. Environmental protests are still there, but hopefully will be fixed soon. Respiratory disease went up somehow, despite us lowering car usage and raising and making forestation better. Hospital overcrowding did not end, and it won't end again. Oh no. It's so close. Okay. I don't know. So you want Mars program? Let's see how much Mars costs us. Mars program. Mars is popular with the voters. Well, we have 62 billion to play with, so we're going to Mars. So what do we want? A manned mission to Mars? Sounds good to me. We have put it into law. We're ready to go. Elizabeth Ward would like what? Childcare? That's not going to help us get to Mars. Credit rating went up. Our credit rating is now AAA. Very good. Otherwise known as we have a lot of money. Angels of Heavenly Justice are attacking us. Okay. Well, that's not really that good. Thank you for indulging you. No problem. People love it. And I am nothing if not a person of the people. Deficit exists again, but hey, we knew that was going to happen. Let's see here. Hospital overcrowding is about to go away. It is lower this time. Fantastic. Hospitals are better. Disease is being solved as car usage goes down. Let's see here. Environmental protests are still there, but that should disappear. Uncompetitive economy is going down. I skip this turn. Low corruption is praised. Oh, look at that. The anti-corruption party turned out not to be corrupt? Who knew? Liberals, capitalists, and self-employed think that we're brilliant. There is no overcrowding. The gig economy is about to... Wait, is about to be a situation? Oh, okay. I mean, it's kind of just been bumping up and down between situation and not situation. Budget deficit of 120 billion. Oh dear. Oh dear. What happened? Our income dropped again. Is this perhaps because the petrol tax is making us not so much? Yeah, how many motorists are there now? I just want to check. 16%. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower this down to... Yeah, I'm going to lower it down to here. The motorist membership's still going to be lower. I think that's going to work better for us. Yeah, it might make us a little bit more money. Right, so now we do that. Let's see what else we want to do. Now I think we skip again. There's going to be a lot of skipping on the second term. Credit rating went back down. Okay. I see the problem. Failed assassination attempt. The army of God tried to kill us. This person wants consumer rights. I don't even know how to spell that. Let's have a look. Disease is still there. Okay. Petrol protests are still there. Uncompetitive economy is still there. Environmental protests. Okay. I don't know what to do next. We're kind of... Interesting. Just replace him if he doesn't have faith in you? I mean, we could. I mean, it's not really causing any problems. He's just there. Let's have a look. What's he doing? Pre-election cut? I don't know what that means. But that's fine. Maybe if he's on our thing at the pre... Oh, look at this. We had a load of members and no members. But there's nobody in the other party at all. Which is good. I could get rid of him, but like... it's fine. Most people like us. Guess I could reshuffle. Let's just fire these two. Get some new people in. Tax is going to be this person. Elijah Turner. And in public services, that's going to be... Nice if you could sort it by this number. By the political capital. That's kind of the one that you care about. That's going to be Matthew Jones. Yeah. Environmentalist motorist. The guy who was angry at you is in charge of taxes. That's a very good point, that the guy who was angry with me was in charge of taxes. Now, this should be more efficient and we should make more money. I like the sound of that. Let's see what other laws we got. We got any other weird laws that we could have in here? Forced political, military, religious oath? Probably not. I don't know. We got... We can maybe start... This might be our time to start getting weird with getting rid of some stuff. There's a lot of population who are religious, unfortunately, and they don't like us. Free eye test for the real Dr. Sparhawk. Alright, for you. Where's our eye tests? For a second there, I thought it said compulsory eye test, and I was thinking that's a little bit extreme. There you go. Free eye tests for everyone. Done. I don't know. We could start doing public tax returns or something. Oh yeah, I remember what I did on the UK one. On the UK one, I had no divorce allowed, but I had married tax allowance was high. So I increased the amount of people who were married to a high level and made them like us, or something like that. I increased parents, that was it, and made them like us, and they basically voted us in every time. What's helicopter money? It's the money you spend on a helicopter. I don't know, what is helicopter money? Helicopter money. An unusual policy designed to boost the economy immediately, where the government effectively prints free money and hands it directly to citizens for them to spend. Normally the amount is fixed, but it can be withheld from those on high incomes. Like all money printing, it is inflationary. It's basically just, hey, why don't I just print some money? Not necessarily the best strategy you've ever seen. But yes, it is something we could do. How about eco-homes? We could go for eco-homes. Something like that. Yeah, we'll do some more of this stuff. Let's just go eco-homes. We're going to invest max in it. We're going to make ourselves energy efficient. Did you see something about cloning in there? I believe you did, yes. Let me have a look at that in a second. Cloning. So it would be in, what, public services? Wait, maybe not public services. Not law and order. Economy? Where is it? Hey, maybe it's not. You know what? I can just type it in. Yes, the human cloning research grants. If we had a little bit more capital, we can introduce something that allows us to, clone people. Hey, clone more voters. You could ban antibiotics. I believe so. Yeah, antibiotics ban. Yes, but it's not banning it to humans, it's banning it to livestock. Robotics research, school prayers. Yeah, I'm trying to... I suppose school prayers might be good, though. I was going to say I was trying to reduce the religious people. I don't know why. Because they are my largest base, so I could just get, compulsory school prayers. Maybe that's something to do next time. Robotics research could be cool, though. Hey, GDP's gone up, poverty's gone up, education's gone down. Wait, those aren't good. Rule out first strike. Weapons of mass destruction are theoretically a weapon of last resort and work purely as a deterrent. With this in mind, there is pressure for you to publicly commit to no first use of any such weapons. A. We rule out the first strike. This is simply a public way to reiterate our purpose in possessing such weapons. We do not have any expansionary plans, so clearly such weapons exist purely as a form of defense. By deterring foreign aggression, this is also a way to encourage others to make the same claim and could lead to less international tension and a safer world. Or... make no comment. It would be crazy for us to tie the hands of our military by announcing our strategy to the world for all to see. It's clear our potential enemies are in no rush to make similar grandstanding announcements. If they want to rule out first strikes, let them go first. We should be in no such rush. No comment. Sometimes you need to be shown the wrath of God. Remember Pearl Harbor? Okay. No comment is winning. Okay then. No comment made. Liberals hated that. Patriots, they loved it. We should keep an eye out for the angels of heavenly justice. They've dropped back down again. Patriots love us. Yeah, there's 50% of the country now is patriots. We've increased the patriot membership by 30%. And they love us. It's the way to play. Right, let's have a look at here at these diseases. They're still going back up. I guess the environment's got a problem. Hey, petrol protests might end soon though. Uncompetitive economies going back up. Environmental protests are still on the edge. Okay then. What are we gonna do? Ah, yes. Sorry. School prayers, you said. School prayers. Let's get some of those in here. So that increases religious membership. Twice daily. You all have to pray twice. So, just as a recap for anyone at school, what you have to do is, when you get there in the morning, you do the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a recital of the national anthem. Then you get to pray, and then when you leave at school at the end of the day, you do another little prayer. Yeah, it's good. It's the way that things should be. Only twice, exactly. So the other one was robotics. Robotics research grants. Yeah, we can do that. I'm not going to invest 18 billion, but, you know, I might invest a little bit. Invest, like, you know, 5 billion in robotics. That's a reasonable amount. 5 billion is a very okay amount. Done. Next. National sports stars gagged by foreign power. Oh. Okay then, Patriots hated that. They hated it. Budget report, the deficit has gone down somehow. We're gonna have the gig economy soon if we don't do anything about it. Okay. Angels of Heavenly Justice are now minimal. Cool. Cool. So this disease is still there, unfortunately. Petrol protests aren't completely gone. Uncompetitive economy is going up. Ooh, environmental protests are gone. I said that last time, but I think they are actually gone this time. That's good. GDP will go up. So we have school prayers twice a day. You know what? If we got anything else that we could do here. Oh yeah, somebody asked for human cloning. Religious people do hate it, and it costs a lot of money, so I'm going to avoid it for just now. But you know what I think we should do? You know, I think we really need public religious broadcasting, right? Yeah. Let's have some religious broadcasting. And here's one for the person earlier talking about ethnic minorities. Apparently this having religious stuff also causes you to have racial tension. So there we go. Let's do something about the non-competitive economy. I am doing something. I'm pretending and hoping it will go away. Environmental protests are gone, which has raised our GDP, which is actually good. Hey, our budget deficit's going away. I think next we can work on our uncompetitive stuff, but GDP is being fixed, which is a huge thing that we quite like. Unemployment's down as well. Here we go. Everyone knows that we have illegal immigrants in our country. Our proposal has been put forward that we should offer existing... Wait, we've had this one, haven't we? Existing immigrants an amnesty and welcome them as proper citizens who can work and pay taxes like everyone else. Outlaw abortion now. Maybe you found Jesus after all the assassination attempts. Right. Amnesty might be tempting for tax and law and order reasons, but it sends a terrible message. People who broke our laws and came here illegally should never be rewarded for doing so. This would just lead to yet more illegal immigration from people hoping that the same thing happens to them, or offer amnesty. However tough and relaxed we are in current immigration policy, it doesn't change the status of people already here. Many illegal immigrants have worked and lived here for years, and it simply makes the economic sense and improves social cohesion to grant them citizenship. That means less black market work and more tax, a double win. Refuse, we love patriots. I got one refuse. Do we have a second vote? We might be in a one vote system for this one. Oh, we got a It is a tough one, comparatively. I have 2 votes, but I'm going to wait to see. We have 3 refuse. All right. Patriots love us. It's the way to do it. Right. Tonight's headline. Execution of Travis Nugent has been a case of mistaken identity. Oh no. Right. Oh, the global economy is getting better, which is what's fixing our... Yeah, the global economy is flying up, which is what's fixing our GDP. I see. That's good. Okay. Let's have a look at our uncompetitive economy. It continues to go the wrong way. The way to fix this is to make our productivity better. Productivity is low because wages are low. Wages are low because it's affected by our GDP. So our GDP affects our I just want to go through this. GDP is affected by productivity, which is affected by wages, which is affected by GDP. So a better GDP makes productivity go up. I just want to throw, which then makes GDP go up. That's just ridiculous. But I love it. So immigration is causing wages to go down. Hear me out here. Hear me out. What if we get rid of immigration? You're saying increase immigration. No, I think it's the other way round, right? I think if we reduce if we make immigration go away, wages will go up, which will then increase productivity. Right? Because I think increased wages increases productivity, or is it more wages reduces productivity? Wait a second. Let me just see here. So wages went up, productivity went down. Is that right? Doesn't seem right. So immigration is pulling this down. Wages is pulling this down. I'm trying to figure out where this actually affects it. I actually think higher wages might reduce productivity. Maybe you're right. Maybe you need immigration to increase productivity. Yeah, I think you need immigration to reduce productivity. I think the wall is the wrong move. Sorry. I'm just looking at this here again. I actually think I've got this the wrong way round. So I think I need to increase immigration. If the workers are willing to do it for cheaper, wages will go down as far as they can go in an endless circle. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Let's see. I'm trying to see what we've actually got in here that could do this. So foreign languages are down quite a lot. Oh, because we have the English language, it goes up just naturally. Interesting. So that's not connected to anything. Citizenship tests. If I got rid of the citizenship test, yeah, if I just cancel this entirely, patriots aren't going to be well happy, but that's going to increase immigration. Yeah, it depresses wages, but then increases productivity due to that. Because people, I guess more people are fighting over the same jobs. So hear me out. I'm going to cancel the citizenship test. If you want to become a US citizen, you simply turn up. That's our new law. Let's see how that goes. Credit rating upgraded. It worked. We're now back to A. And yeah, that's good. Gig economy's back. Okay. Situation imminent. Oh, budget surplus. Look at that. We're making money again. It's all coming together. We're about to have a water shortage. Ah, yes. This one's affected by year. It's a pure yearly based thing, so it's like this will just happen at this year. Okay, we have campaign speeches, but let's just have a look here first of all at, where is it? Yeah, uncompetitive economy. That's gonna sit there until what's the wages? It's affected as instant, but what's the? Oh, I can't see it, but I'm assuming there was an implementation delay to the thing affecting wages. Yeah. Okay. For when you cancel it, because yeah. Wait, I can actually find that. Productivity, wages, immigration. I'm assuming there's something that hits immigration, which then hits this, which then hits there. I decided where I want my presidential library. I want it in my secret bunker for when for when all of our water becomes scarce and we have to control the one lake remaining. That's where I want my presidential library. Surplus is 2.2 billion. Let's have a look here. Have it on Mars. You're correct. That's a brilliant idea. I love it. I love it. Right. You know what? I'm trying to think what we need to do here. Ooh, you know what I could do? I could lower this a little bit more, which might get rid of the petrol protests. Because it doesn't really matter because no one's using cars anymore. Well, it's 25%. People are using cars again. Huh. Interesting. Well, didn't really expect that. I think we're just going to end the turn. Yeah, I think we're happy. Oh, I didn't do my speech. We had another flash crash where our GDP went down by 30 points again. Hey, new party donor. Pollution will be on our hands soon. No. We can't have that. No. Hey, we got budget surplus of 28 billion, though. That's pretty good. That's sweet. Campaign speeches. Alright. We love farmers. We love conservatives. We're well into the poor and we're well into state employees. Why don't you try lowering income tax so that average income is higher? I could do. So we're starting off with the poor being there. And we're like, we like the poor. We like state employees. We absolutely love farmers. Yeah, they're great. Conservatives, couldn't do without them. And there we go. Perfect. So let me just do this again. I'm going to raise this because it was obvious. Well, actually, let's cancel. If I go into, where's income tax? So if I lower it, how much does it cost? It costs me barely anything to lower it. Okay. So I'm going to raise this back up. How much does it cost? 22 to raise. How much do we have? 30. Wait, do we have 35? Let me just have a look. We have 35. All right, so I'm going to raise this back up because obviously this was causing issues. So we'll apply that. You have to go. Thank you for the stream. Well, thank you for coming by. Yeah, we're just about done. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you whenever we do the next one. Yeah, it was good to have you here. Right, let's lower this one down to... So we're going to lower this one 5 points. We're going to lower income tax by 5 points. So we raised it by 10, we're lowering it by 5. I didn't mean to click there, but it seems to do a lot of double clicking. So I want this at 50. There we go. Apply changes. Cool. Let's go. Next one. Water shortage. Oh no, but we've actually already got past the stop trigger, so it's going to end. Good. Credit rating went down. Oh no. Major donor abandoned our party. We have a budget deficit of 135 billion. I don't think that this fixed our issue currently, but that's okay. Campaign speeches. We like ethnic minorities. We love the middle income, the poor, and of course state employees. So we start off the way we always start off by saying, aren't the wealthy horrible? Move into our speech talking about the state employees once again. Then our ethnic minority part, followed by the, isn't everybody of an average income very good? And it worked out perfectly. Right, income tax has been done. Next thing that we need to do, we didn't actually do this last time, and we should have done it. So you can do manifesto things. So you can be like, my manifesto is going to be to cut income tax in half, or, you know, I'm going to raise the GDP by 20%, and then this will make people come and vote for you. I'm not going to do it now because we're only on a 2-term presidency. I'm not going to make promises. In fact, we can't even win. Let's do a media stunt. I'm going to appear on a televised genealogy program, which has made us seem trustworthy again. We've spun it round. Now, I'm going to be filmed watching a sports team play. It worked again. Raise the taxes and then pledge to lower them. That's the way to go. Raise it to 100 and pledge. Right, we got some trustworthiness. We've had our speeches. I think we're ready. It's the final time. The water shortage has been solved, so that will be the last thing that we do. And start the count. Yeah, we had a lot of debt when we came in. We started with 25 trillion, so it was pretty high. Yeah. I think we won. What do you guys think? We even beat non-voters this time. Nobody voted for the Republican Party. Not even by accident. We didn't get a single voter. That's a pretty bad record to get no voters whatsoever. It's not because we're wiretapping everyone's calls so that we can, you know, threaten the people who are voting for the other side. No, we would never do that. Anyway, here's our breakdown. The youth didn't vote, but apart from that, a lot of good. That was not bad turnout. Changes. Health has gone up by 84%. Lifespan. Your lifespan is almost doubled if you live in our America. That's pretty good. Crime's dropped by another... Wait, how did crime... Oh, since you were first elected. Okay. I was like, how did crime drop from 0%? Did the Republicans themselves... Yeah, that implies the Republican candidate voted for us. That's a pretty good one. You're seeing here. But yeah, essentially, people live like 75% longer. That's pretty good. Crime is non-existent. I think that this is a good America to live in. The GDP is better, even if the current finances aren't that good. And that's okay. Republicans just gave up. I think these ones mean like, yeah, we had a 100% approval rating with them. Who didn't we have approval rating with? Let's have a look. So this person was like, what, 68%? Okay. Oh, you can see if they're an activist as well. So I guess these guys were, no. Let's see, like, any of these activists? No. I'm not entirely sure how the activist things work. I don't think that's fully in yet. But we get to retire in glory. But that's not it. There is one more thing you can do in the game. You have a look at the compass. So, this is where we ended up with our 2 elections. We have a look at it doesn't give you time on them. Okay. So, oh, and it's got some people on this political graph as well. So we were very liberal capitalist. Like, very, very liberal capitalist, apparently. Although liberals hated us. The previous ones I did with the UK were a lot closer to center. Like, still in the same area, but a lot closer to the center. I tend to find in this game, this is where nearly everything ends up. Like, it almost always ends up in this box. Ending up in a different box is a very, very difficult, because it tends to be, like, this box tends to be, the ones that work well in the game. So that's kind of the idea here. I'm also interested in seeing where you got some people. Yeah, so this is where you got some of the people in there. Interesting. I wonder where it's getting the data for this. It might just be like random placed things in there. I'm just wondering where it gets all this data. That'd be cool to find out. Anyway, that's where we were for those votes. And I think that we might end the stream there. I think that was fun. We might do this again sometime. This was fun, but we might do a different idea next time. They have a lot more countries in it since last time. So they have Germany, they have France, they have Canada, they have Australia, and that could be fun to have a look at and see what we're doing here. Oh, it tells you kind of what's going on here as well. So you got like largest island, well-being of youth. You got world leader in having coastline quality of life transparency. Okay, you got luxury goods, you got some climate and stuff. That's all cool stuff. You're glad you clicked? Oh, that's fantastic. Prison colony Australia. Put it back the way it was meant to be. Reinstate the monarchy? I don't know if there's a way to I'm just going to load it up. Is there a way to reinstate the monarchy? Oh, right, yeah. Here's what people were talking about. So political apathy, you can say this is how naturally people are going to vote. So you could push it further in. You see, like, people are not really going to vote. You have to really work for it. Or you can say, like, actually everybody's going to vote. So that's kind of what you can do there. Like, it's how much people care. Okay. Interesting. You brought Democracy 3 but never played it nearly enough as you intended. Wasn't for you despite your interest in politics. Yeah, it is a little bit... It can feel like it's sometimes a little bit... It's not as deep as you would want it necessarily. This one's... It's very much just Democracy 3, with a different UI over the top of it. But I like the concept. I play it more for the game rather than anything else. What happens if absolutely no one votes? I think it will probably put in a vote, but it might just say it's tied and you lose. That'd be my guess. Oh wait, you can right-click a policy area? That's so useful! Why was I not doing that? Oh wait, I was saying before, it does actually have the names of the people. Oh! Okay, so I'm looking at this on stream. You can see this, right? You can see that this says Law and Order underneath it. I literally could not see that until I looked at my stream overlay. Like, I can't see that says Public Services. The whites are exactly the same color on my monitor. Like, the white and the gray are the exact same color. Except for, like, maybe a slight bit there. There's maybe a slight shade. You can almost see it if you squint. Oh, okay, maybe that was why someone was asking if I needed glasses earlier. Oh, that makes so much sense. It doesn't say it for you? Maybe your monitor can't see it either. Like my monitor on the left, which is a much higher resolution monitor, and it's the one that I have the preview of what's going out to people on. That's the one that I can see it on. I can't see it on my main monitor. Like, I can kind of see it's a little bit dirty grey, but I can't specifically see it. You can only see it on Twitch? Interesting. Yeah, I wonder if there's a way to make that show up more. Oh, sorry, you can only see it on YouTube? Okay. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, what I wanted to check here was because somebody asked, monarchy? There is no monarchy. So there's no way to specifically bring back the monarchy, but there might be something, well, I'll have to check here as well. Monarchy. No. So I guess the only way you could bring back a monarchy is by making a dictatorship. Something like that. Anyway, that's alright. So, thank you for watching. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll see you all next week. If you have any ideas for any sort of game that you want to see on this Thursday slot, I'm open for suggestions. So go chuck it in the Discord or on you could put it underneath the comments on the community post on YouTube for this week, or you know, in the comments to this, which is going to be a VOD on YouTube. But yeah, thank you everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye.